We're not live for that.
Okay,
Now we're
that's
live.
good then.
So no one will know that cutoff thing
Yay,
you just did.
liveness.
You need to put on your happy face.
I do really, I do need to put on the fucking happy face. Oh man, I am perturbed a little bit, but I'm gonna muscle through it because this is my happy time. So I think that's everyone who messaged me.
Are you really perturbed because you have to go
Oh
fishing?
no, fishing.
Nobody gets
Fishing
perturbed
is
from fishing.
not the half of it. It is okay. This is OCX Townies 2. Fuck it. Tonias? That doesn't make sense. Townies. This is like number 4, isn't it? Yeah, sure. Create. Okay.
No, this is the episode where we scare the shit out of Gordon.
Yes, it is. Because it's the stay on target one. No, I'm just, man. I don't know if I want to like download on everyone right now what's going on in my life, but
I mean, if you want
holy
to.
shit, it's not only like real life, like husband, wife, kids thing, but
Yeah,
it's
I know that
summer.
one.
It's summer, so it's like kids have shit all the fucking time. And my wife's a teacher, so I was like, oh, well, she'll be able to take care of most of it. But no, that's not how it rolls. Added on top of that, it's store championship season, right? Yay, store championship. I have to fucking wrangle 3 other stores on times. So I'm trying to figure out what times we're all doing this thing at. But it's not just X-Wing, it's Destiny, X-Wing, and Armada, but nobody fucking got an Armada one because it's stupid, because nobody plays Armada anymore. So I have that going on. Plus the store is like in its transitional period between college and not college. So it's like super fucking tight money time for at least like a month until kids start making money from their summer jobs and start spending it here. So I'm having to I'm on the phone all the time with my comic book and game distributors. And added on to that, my construction company is now like trying to finish up 2 jobs. And one job, we have 3 people we're suing because they couldn't do their fucking job. And so we have 3 different lawsuits. We have 2 different job closings. I have a fucking bookkeeping like up the ass that I'm way behind on because I just can't fucking do it. And plus, I have another podcast that I decided to start, which is a Battletech podcast with my cousin and my 2 other buddies from the store. And so I have to edit that stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, editing's not very much fun, is it?
No, it's not.
Is
John.
this why I've been getting love now recently?
You're getting what?
Why you've been showing me more love recently?
Yes, I'm showing you master love, buddy. Yeah. So that's like, I'm going to cover, that's like 3/4 of what's going on in my life. So yeah. Oh, and plus I have to get templates to Luke. I have to get stickers to here. I have to get drunk assist Astromax to here. I have to also do this. And it's like, let's just say Coach's plate's a little full. So thank God for golf night and podcast at the same night.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to go get a drink.
You should do that. And for anyone who is watching right now, are we live? We're live. We're live. I should probably pull up the chat. to see if anyone else wanted to be on. Because you know what? We're all inclusive in this bunch, and we love having new people on.
Yeah,
Much of
new
a headache
people.
as it cause us, but that's okay. Because our pain is your gain, baby.
New people. We need new people.
You know, yeah. We
Coach,
are.
you just don't seem like you're your normal self at all.
That's all right. We're not started yet. I can. Coach mode turns on when I say good. You know the tagline.
Yep.
So I don't get excited until I get excited. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Your birthday party kind of took it out of me too. You know, we all partied pretty fucking hardy that night. So
Yeah, we did. I think I drank a half a bottle of Jameson myself that night.
I think you might have done that as well.
Oh, man. I started to not remember most of the end of the night. I'm not joking.
I did.
I remember dancing. That happened.
Well, we have video evidence of that, so
Yeah.
you can't remember that. That's automatically on there. Montana, since you're on, you have not sent me the new Patreon list. I don't think. Have you? I don't know.
No, I haven't done that yet. I kind of forgot about that.
Oh,
Oh wait, no. I think I
Yeah.
did do that.
no. I'm pretty sure you forgot about it.
I don't remember. Whoops.
Nice
Hope there aren't
tall
any
glass of
patrons
Jack
watching.
Honey.
Ooh, nice.
I fucking hate all of you people. You realize this has been sitting next to me for like the last 3 podcasts?
That sounds like a good idea.
We'll put it somewhere
Hey.
else.
If you can't beat temptation, then what's the point, right? Okay, I have the group, I believe, on standby.
I'm not in that group.
No, you're not in this group. Because
I don't really need to be in that group.
I have some salty beef with Europe. Oh, this is interesting. Hey guys, thanks for letting me join. Hi. It's only me, but it checks out. Hello there. Hello. Okay. Oh man, that was a good fart. All right. So, are we gonna go through some stuff first, and then we're gonna add the town hall people? Because right now, I think I only have like 6 people.
Only
6
6.
people.
That sounds like
What?
a lot.
Okay,
6 sounds like a lot to me.
You want to split it up?
I don't care.
I think we should talk about stuff first and then have them on.
I think that works better.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, so we'll start. Oh, are we gonna do the stay on target thing, or are we gonna do like regular OCX and just be like, "Ma ha ha, it's stay on target"? Nothing. Crickets. That's awesome.
Oh, I've been on mute for like this whole time.
Jeez. fucking
Uh,
Christ.
What would the stay on target opening be?
It's like, hey, we're stay on target, committing the community to staying on target and talking to stay on target and doing stay on target things.
That sounds dumb.
Reminding you
Just
to
do our
stay on
normal
target.
opening. And
Does that sound right? I feel like that sounds right.
just do your normal opening and call yourself Gordon or something, and we'll laugh
All
at
right.
him and we'll chuckle and go
I can do
about our
that.
way.
I can do that. What am I going to call myself? Gordon the Immaculate? Gordon the Golden God. Golden
There you go. Alliteration is always good.
God. Exclamation point. Oh, sure. Now he fucking ducks out. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's Montana. He
All right,
doesn't
here we
want
go.
to be.
Oh, are we? No, we're not recording this, are we? We're just stripping YouTube.
Oh yeah, because it's town hall.
We're YouTube stripping.
Hooray! No Audacity.
Oh,
YouTube
sweet.
stripping. YouTube stripping. Heads up to all future guests. We're probably gonna make you turn off your video. I know it sucks and it's dumb, but
It sucks and it's dumb.
it's
Why?
gonna help on the YouTube quality. So,
It'll help on the YouTube quality.
well, the video, whatever. I don't fucking care. Whatever. You can
Never
leave it.
bothered me.
Whatever way you come, we take you.
I
That's
like
how we're gonna
seeing their
go.
pretty faces.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe they
And all
won't
the
have their shirt
surprises
on.
that happen in the background.
Good morning, X-Wing! Hey, this is not a test. This is OCX Radio. Time to rocket from the Delta Pilot to the 4BZ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio Podcast, coming to you live from downtown Orange City, Iowa. My name is Gordon, the Golden God Berg. Join with me today, new in the studio, for his first time on the Stay on Target podcast, Chico Brown.
Hello, Gordon. You're the worst.
Oh, I hear that from everyone, and I feel like I'm starting to think that might be an actual thing. I always thought it was just like a, oh, Gordon, you're the best, but we're going to call you the worst. But now I'm starting to think that I might actually be the worst. Now, am I the worst human being? X-Wing podcast host? Give me some ground rules here where I can come back from.
I honestly don't know. We all just
Okay.
call Gordon the worst.
Let's just go with Gordon the worst, and maybe we'll elevate ourselves by the end of the podcast. Maybe it'll be Gordon the mediocre. We'll see if that happens. Also joining Gordon the mediocre, or no, I suppose I have to start out with I am Gordon the worst. Introducing everyone's favorite, bringing up the rear, Kyle the Sloot Stoose.
Gordon.
Welcome to the Stay on Target radio podcast show, Kyle
Gordon.
the Sloot Stoose.
Gordon is saving podcasts from pre-shit shows with his rules of no liquor until the end of the podcast.
Yeah, Gordon, I love your rules. You have good rules, Gordon. What do you think of your rules, Gordon?
So, man, tonight, my rule sucks balls. Sucks major balls. In fact, oh man, how much is $50 worth to me tonight?
Oh God,
it's super fucking close. The Gordon rule may be broken tonight. Let's just say that. I might
$50.
I might forfeit $50 to Kyle Slutz. Gordon's
don't worry.
life
We'll just pull it out of the Stay on Target Patreon.
There you go. I knew Stay on Target had a great patronage for me to just kind of cover that cost.
Do they have a Patreon?
They most definitely do, because the bill is going to be sent to Stay on Target.
Now I'm curious.
They don't. They should.
There's the next Nate Nighty right there. That's my oldest boy, Logan.
Logan, what's up? It's Gordon Ramsay. Hello, Logan.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Good.
Do you know who your father is?
Yes.
I want you to reenact yourself cutting his hand off with a lightsaber right now. Yes! Yes!
Woo!
That's
He
not
will submit
true.
himself to the dark side.
That's impossible. Stay on Target does not have a Patreon. There are 3 Stay on Target Patreons, and not a single one of them is Gordon. That's sad.
did we ever think about the possibility that they have a Patreon page and they just didn't let Gordon know?
They never shared the benefits of the money.
I kind of feel like that's the way to go.
That's what Montana
Which would make
should
me
have done.
very unhappy right now, because if they did, then Gordon the worst Berg would be very upset. Almost as upset as someone else I know, Aaron the Coach Crawl, because I know he's kind of upset as well. Maybe not
So
upset.
are you Dion, somebody just cheated on my stream angry, or are you D-Yoon, like Nim Miranda, full blown meta angry, or are you like Travis the Johnson on just a casual Tuesday angry?
Which is higher than the rest of them.
Right?
Let's go with Gordon the worst Berg is Coach not winning new best podcast Goldie Award angry.
That wasn't angry. That was something else.
That's where we're at.
Well, hey, Coach. I mean, this made you happy last time you were
Who?
sad about that.
Who?
Gordon.
So Gordon, when Coach was super sad about not winning his Goldie, the thing that made him super glad was realizing that I got a Goldie.
I think that Coach was just super happy that someone who won an award that deserved the award won an award.
Yeah, he was definitely like a prepubescent kid figuring out emotions and going through hormone.
Well, it sounds like there's a war going on right now between Stay on Target and the Birmingham Barons. So let's stay on target and target this podcast and get moving.
Like, is that a legit thing, or is that just a made up thing that we're starting right now?
We're starting that right now.
Oh, okay.
Stay on Target versus Birmingham. Like,
That's
war.
right.
That sounds like a
Right
good,
now.
valid beef. Stay on Target should have a lot of beef with Birmingham Barons.
threw the gauntlet, and now every one of their allies are coming to their defense.
Well, I mean, they are kind of already a illegitimate podcast anyway, because they cheat. But that's Gordon Berg saying that.
Well, they were allowed to do it. It was on the Gold Squadron stream.
It was allowed. It was Fuck! I didn't even think about that. Fuck me. I didn't even. Okay, Coach is back, and fuck, I didn't even think of that. Oh my god, son of a bitch!
Even during the Goldies, there was cheating on stream.
There's cheating on stream. You know what? I got to get Andrew on the show one of these days, because I have way too much shit to tell him, and I want to say it to his face. That's all right. It's a trap, Andrew. It's a trap.
It was great meeting him at Worlds. He's a really nice guy, and I don't know if there was a time that I saw him that he wasn't discussing how to do 2.0 templates, like the entire tournament. So yeah, good guy. Like him.
Speaking of 2.0 templates, how's that closet case OCXer doing?
Oh, Luke?
Yeah.
Well, everybody saw the picture of him playing in my basement with
now that we
our
caught
templates.
Yep.
Can I accurately say that the picture with him in his face, in his hands, with a pie plate or something next to him, is that his getting caught photo?
Yeah, he was frantically trying to hide the templates
behind the pie plate. That's funny.
No, we had barbecue chicken, and that was a barbecue chicken
that's
plate.
fantastic. Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
So how are the OCX 2.0 templates coming?
I don't know.
You were going... never mind. Or another conversation. We'll put a pin on that one. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, everyone knows that tonight is a town hall-y night. on Stay on Target Radio podcast featuring the OCX and the Townies. But I have been told by my superiors that we're going to talk some stuff first.
Yeah, we're just like you had some beef you wanted to run in, and
Oh,
then
wow.
and then we have 2 articles
Yes.
We want to
that,
do that
that dropped.
now?
Yes.
I mean, you can do it after the first article. The X-Wing expansion, nothing new. Next.
Oh, okay. There you go. Now you can do it.
Yeah, the X-Wing expansion. Go! Nothing new! All right. Woo!
Because we've got Lando's Millennium Falcon and your thing that you wanted to scream and yell about. Unless you're wanting to do that later.
Yeah, let's shelve that. I don't want to make people mad right away.
Well, I think if we bring it up and then we can get people's opinions on it when we bring them on for Townie time.
Okay, all right. Let's bring it up now.
Get wrecked!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if anyone's been paying attention to the news lately, but usually Star Wars news and mainstream media news do not intersect, other than, oh my God, Solo's doing bad at the box office. I'm like, well, go fucking figure. It's not making $270 billion fucking dollars in its first weekend. Oh my God. I need to address the Kelly Marie Tran or Kelly Tran Marie. I can't remember which one comes first, one comes the other.
And who is she, for those who don't know actresses'
So,
names?
for those of you who don't know, she played Rose in The Last Jedi.
The face hugger.
The what?
The face hugger.
She what?
She face hugged Finn.
Yeah, she did.
With her mouth.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So anyway, in the news, I just want to I'll give you the news of what's happening right now. She quit Instagram because a bunch of racist motherfuckers trolled her for like the last year. And these racist motherfuckers were called like the Disney is ruining our fucking childhood, boo-hoo, blah blah, crying my fucking white supremacist tears glass or whatever. Good for them. Yay, you made a woman feel terrible about something that she did a good job in. I'm not going to say great job because she did a good job. But in the media, it was posed as if you hated The Last Jedi, you're pretty much a racist, a sexist, a misogynist, and any other kind of ist that's out there. You're just a cranky old young white male on his computer. And it took Stephen Colbert's little cute little fucking trailer that he cut during his show, and it was funny. Okay, yay, yeah, there's a bunch of women in Star Wars now. Okay, that's cool. And then it cut to like a whole room full of white dudes with beards and glasses on their computers. And that kind of pissed me the fuck off. Because I didn't like The Last Jedi. One, not because I'm a fucking racist, misogynist, sexist, whatever. It was a stupid fucking story, and Luke Skywalker wasn't a baller, and it didn't meet up to my expectations. That's why I didn't like it. Not because some girl and some other girl and some black guy and some other, whatever, stole the show and they were the main characters. I didn't give a fuck about that. I wanted Luke Skywalker to be the baller. And he wasn't. He was a whiny puss like, kind of he was in the first trilogy. But
the entire Skywalker family, whiny little...
Exactly, right? But I wanted him to break the mold. If you're going to let the past die, fucking do that. Make a Skywalker a motherfucking baller. But no. Now because I hate The Last Jedi with a passion, and I still do, I'm a racist, a misogynist, a sexist, or whatever, because I thought Rose didn't deserve to be in there because she's an Asian woman. I'm like, The fuck, people? What? No. Her storyline was crap. It wasn't my fault they wrote her terrible story crap. And you know what? If you want me to care about Rey, I care about Rey anyway. I did in the first movie. But if you really want me to care about her, write her a deeper fucking story arc. You can't just give me some random fucking girl
She
that
doesn't
nobody
know who
knows
her
about.
parents
She has
are.
a huge supernatural force pull, but then all of a sudden you're like, her parents were shit. No real connection to the force. She's not Skywalker. She's not a Kenobi. Blah blah blah. She's just some random girl that they found on this desert planet.
That was a lie told to her by Ben. Get her to turn to the dark side. You remember? Not Ben. Yeah, Ben Solo.
You know who Ben Solo is?
Yeah,
AKA Kylo.
sure.
I confused him there for a minute,
That's
didn't I?
fine. Hey, that's fine. As far as I know, if it takes 3 fucking movies for you to finally prove that she's something else, you did it wrong. You did it wrong. At the end of Empire, we all found out Luke Skywalker was the son of Darth Vader. Holy shit! Fucking A! Excited? Yes!
Whoa! Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
But yeah, like okay, so we get it. You didn't like the movie, but I think to the point, man, there are some crotchety people out there, and like the whole group, there was a lot of people boycotting the new movie, like saying they weren't going to go see it because the last movie was so bad, which I think is ridiculous, but whatever. And like the whole trashing people, like just going online and just being a dick to them, like until they just quit, I think is completely insane. Like I don't know what they're expecting to have, like, you know, an entire white cast, no aliens or anything. It's like, congratulations, you're the Empire. So like I like it baffles me that there's people that are that angry out there that they're gonna go and do that. It's like, go after her because she's Asian, or Finn because he's black, or
But you have to
any of the
realize
female characters because they're female. Is like,
it was
yeah,
a super small, like this was 15 to 20 guys. That was it.
Those people that are like super vocal and went on the attack, but I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are too.
It might be. But what I'm
yeah.
saying is,
Yeah, I understand your point. You're saying that because you don't like the movie, you're being lumped in with these people.
exactly.
And yes.
Exactly.
Welcome to my life as a Republican for the past like 2 years.
Whoa,
right?
whoa! You can welcome to my life.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, like I've been dealing with this, you know, forever since the last election. Is that yeah? I mean, there are people who are like moderate, and like you can't throw and lump them in with a big giant group, just because, you know, they share some of the same opinions, but it's like, I didn't like that movie. I also didn't like that movie, and screw that Asian. It's like, whoa!
You're like, time to fuck out.
No.
Nope.
Nope. Like,
You can go stand over there.
like maybe I think she could have been a stronger character and acted a little better, and her story could have been, but
Yeah.
you and your racist motherfucking thoughts can go stand in that secluded corner of Star Wars fans. 'Cause right over here, no, we were just mad because it was a shitty fucking movie. No racial, no sexist thing about it. It was just, I didn't want Leia, Mary Poppins her way out of fucking space and magically fucking live.
I can agree with that. I didn't like that, but I thought we were going on a rant about like the whole like racist, sexist thing, and not like a rant again about how The Last Jedi didn't meet your expectations.
It's not. It's how it was never that until she canceled her Instagram. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. You're a famous person, right? You're going to have hate groups attack you. I
Yep.
get it.
Well, I mean, like the
There
world
are
these
racists
days
out
is
in
getting
this world.
a little bit scarier
I mean,
around.
she could have had it worse. She could have been Nicolas Cage getting his face photoshopped on like everything imaginable for her entire life.
I'm pretty sure that was a real detriment to
same
his
thing
career.
happens with like what was it Beyonce when she did the Super Bowl halftime show, and everybody photoshopped her in that one pose while she was dancing and looked ridiculous. And I mean, like, fans do some scary shit. I mean, there was some singer from The Voice or some one of those shows that she was down in Florida doing a concert, and some fan just walked up and shot her. She's dead.
Yeah.
Like that is some scary shit. And I understand how, you got these hate groups like attacking you and stuff, is like, back away, disappear for a little bit so that these people, lose their steam. So one of the crazy ones doesn't do something crazy.
Yep.
I can't imagine if like suddenly something like that bled into X-Wing,
our podcast.
Because imagine if like some diehard Birmingham Barons podcast listener, like, all of a sudden started losing their shit on us. First of all, I think that person would have to realize is like this is all a joke. Like, we're on here having fun. It's like we don't hate these guys. I mean, like, we're all a big community, and if somebody just started going crazy like that, that would scare the shit out of me. It's like, I don't need that kind of drama in my life. Don't need it. Don't want it.
Yeah, no. Okay, now that you put it in that light, it is. But you also have to understand, we're putting ourselves on the internet, right? We're subjugating ourselves to blowback. Like, we have to be able to, and there has to be a line. So if that was the line, and I'm pretty sure that's the fucking line, someone's like, I'm going to come murder your wife because I don't like you talking wrong about the Birmingham Barons. I'm like, okay, I think we're done. I think we're done here. I'm like, we're going to shut this baby down for a little bit and see if things clear off. Oh
no! Don't give the crates any ideas.
I have a special set of talents.
Right.
Maybe that's what happened to Stay on Target. That's when they're on a hiatus.
That's so sad. No, we'll have them on. We got a little thicker skin here, but also what I'm saying is that, okay, I guess what I'm saying is, internet trolls are there, right? They're going to be there, and they're always going to be there. And there are racist people in this world. I'm not going to say country. It's the world. And the internet allows them all to group into one thing and focus their attention on something that they can take down. And that's a victory for them. And I'm not going to chastise her, because if I was getting that kind of shit, I would probably fucking take my Twitter, Instagram thing down too. I'd be like, fuck you guys, I'm out. And they're going to consider that a win. But when the national media or the worldwide media gets a hold of that, and they're like, oh my God, these people hated this and this, it reflects bad on everyone else who didn't like the movie. And all of a sudden it just like compounds, like, oh, you didn't like The Last Jedi. I heard this article of these people who didn't like Rose, so you must be related to those people. And you're like, no, the fuck? Like, time out. No. It just really pissed me off, because I didn't like The Last Jedi. I've made my case. It's nothing to do with the character, the race of the characters, the gender of the characters. I just didn't like the story. I didn't like it at all. And now all of a sudden I'm lumped into this fucking bullshit group that caused this beautiful actress who did a great job with what she had. I mean, I didn't think Rose acted badly. It was just, I didn't like her story arc. I mean, she broke the sexual harassment and just totally kissed fucking Finn. I mean, in our day, that's sexual harassment right there. I mean, okay, I don't want to turn it around, but I'm just saying. Whatever. Anyway, so that was my rant.
So speaking of non-white people that everyone clearly hates, what do you think of Lando's Millennium Falcon?
I liked it.
I
I liked it a lot.
liked it too.
Yeah, I mean, there's some part of it that I'm like, man, 3 out of the 5 factions are now going to have a Falcon. Like,
Yep, 3
like,
out of the 5.
okay, but like, hopefully they at least keep them like unique. Which I mean, I definitely think with this one they've definitely shown that it is. And like first thing I did when I looked at this, I was like, man, this thing needs some fucking Nuln Oil. I just need to drop it in a vat of Nuln Oil and just dirty it up. It looks too clean. But then I was like, wait, that's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's like a nice shiny. This is Lando's, nice shiny
Pimp.
Falcon.
It's his pimp. It's his like old pink Impala with like the zebra fuzzy seats in it and stuff.
Right. And I mean the thing that I'm like really interested about is like, okay, it's a Falcon, it's got similar stats, probably has a similar dial, and probably is similar just in all ways. The thing that I'm really interested to see is that that little shuttle thing pop out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So did anybody find the mistake in the article?
I don't look for them. I don't have that trained eye to find it.
Because I think, like, at least this is what it seems like for me. They have the Falcon on a medium base in the picture.
Ooh.
Doesn't that sound ridiculous? I mean, it's clearly not a medium base. Like, if you look on the picture of all the components, like, it's clearly not. But it definitely looks like they have it on a medium base up there. But anyways.
Oh yeah. I
Isn't that
didn't
weird?
even
It's
think
so
of that
tiny.
before.
So
It's
damn tiny.
super small.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
No, it's not really going to be on a medium base. You know this.
But they didn't get the
but
size
on the
comparison
picture-
when they rendered the image right. Now it looks like the base is small.
Okay. So can we all agree in a consensus that this is a joke in FFG? Like, this is a recurring joke. Like, they're not accidentally doing this. They're purposely doing this.
I feel
have,
like
like,
they are.
Yeah,
scavenger
so
hunt.
do I. Because
It's
it
a
gets people.
scavenger hunt.
I mean, it gets people to talk about it, and then people that weren't going to look at the article go to look at it and laugh. So I mean, it's a selling point.
I feel like there's one guy there, and his entire job is to put errors in the articles and create the proof of purchase token. And those are the 2 biggest jokes at FFG. Because neither of them have any meaning.
Yeah. Well, another thing that Sir George brought up, though, too, is because it has the extended front end, it might make it look smaller.
Extended front end?
Right, because it has that...
up on the picture.
Yeah, yeah. And we're just not used to seeing it that way, because if you think about it, there's, I don't know, probably about another inch of plastic that's not there on the Millennium Falcon on all the other models. And then there's that divot that goes in.
I'm super not worried about it. But
Yeah, neither am I.
Like, if... Nope, super don't care. Nope.
He's out.
But so that whole little shuttle thing. What do you think about that?
I think it's interesting. I really do, because if you take a look at L3 37's pilot ability,
Leet. Can we just call her Leet?
Yeah, we can call her Leet.
Why are we calling her Leet?
L337.
Yeah, it's Leet. So it says, when not shielded, decrease difficulty of your bank maneuvers. So when you're not shielded, you get to decrease your bank maneuvers. So if they're white, that means they turn green.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, if you
no, they won't turn green. They'll turn blue.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I'm not going to lie. It's harder for me to see the blue than it is to see the green.
Wait
I've
until
got-
third edition.
Yeah, the spectrum of the colors, it's way easier for me to see green than it is blue. For me, it's like a very different colored white compared to the other numbers. But that's just me, and I'm not really going to be that bothered by it because I still can distinguish it, but it's a hell of a lot harder. But I think that's an interesting mechanic that you're actually rewarded for taking some damage so long as you have that shuttle docked to the Millennium Falcon, because on the bottom it says while you're docked, you have while you are docked, your ship has your pilot ability in addition to its own. So yeah, it shares its pilot ability.
So that gets passed up to the Falcon, you think?
Oh, definitely. So if the Falcon loses its shields and it's in hull, then you have the ability to have your banking maneuvers be green.
Yeah, so it's basically giving the banks green.
Blue. Yeah, blue.
God damn it.
It's fucking green.
I'm going to take
So I
all
will
mine
call
and just
green
paint them all.
For
Paint them all
my
green.
entire life. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else new?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about what we just talked about in correlation to as if you're rewarded for not having shields, the new Chewbacca crew, you can make out what it says. At the end phase, you may spend a focus token to repair one of your face-up damage cards.
Yeah, so just flipping it down.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about your critical hits so long as you have Chewbacca as your crew member. If you bank
But
focus
you have to
token.
spend a focus token.
Yeah, but isn't that better if you have it left over anyway than having a major hull breach sitting there? It's
Yeah.
at the end phase, coach, not at the
How
combat.
often are you going to have a leftover focus token?
Every time you use R5P9 in the current system, I mean, people seem to do that pretty good.
That
they always
is
had it
not
on and Poe
2.0, Chico.
So okay,
Right.
so coach, let's say
So who
that
knows?
you put in a maneuver to hard 3, then you boost around. You're not even in combat. You take a focus so you can take a shot from your, I don't know, auxiliary firing arc because you boosted out of their arc, but they're
You're
in yours.
firing arc. There's no auxiliary firing arcs anymore.
Right. But and then you spend your focus token because you took the free shot because you weren't going to get shot at. Turn over your face down.
I get that. But you're running Han then, right?
Then you're running
I don't
Han.
know.
Well, if you're going to boost and get out of arc, you're running Han.
Well, you can still have Leet as the docked ship. Or as Lando Calrissian, the highest pilot skill for the Millennium Falcon.
No, I think Han is on there and he's still a 9.
Well,
You mean a 6?
no, the highest it goes is 6.
Oh, whoa.
See, we're
Well,
really
then what is
screwed up.
Han?
Well, Han Solo, I'm pretty sure as a pilot, if you look at that threat card, he's on there. It says Han Solo's ship.
Yep. And then it
How
comes
big of
with
a,
red
how big of
cargo
a threat
chute.
card is he?
Pretty big.
It's maxed out threat.
Then I'm
Oh, and
pretty
Lando's
sure he's
only a
fucking
4.
6. Yeah, Lando's only a 4. Pretty sure Han is a 6.
Yeah, probably because they always want Han to shoot first.
Crazy good fucking
Well,
ability. So.
He might be a 5 because he's young Han.
Not if he's a threat
Oh,
6.
maybe.
If he's a threat 6, there's no fucking way. Unless there's some crazy combo that they've come up with in Scum for the Falcon.
We don't know what his ability is,
But he's
anyways.
smuggling a cargo full of boost juice. That's why he's got the threat 6.
Yeah, so who knows? But they do have him as a crew, and something that somebody else mentioned is that Lando and Han do not work together well, and that is ridiculously thematic because Lando, after you roll dice, if you are not stressed, you may gain 1 stress token to reroll all of your blank results. Whereas Han, before you engage, you may perform a red focus action. So you can have one or the other, basically.
Which is fine with me. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's neat. The other thing we got was Tobias. Have you seen
Yeah,
what Tobias
back there?
does?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
He's
after
dirty.
everybody's set up,
Fucking
move an
dirty.
asteroid. Yeah, like
I
that
love him.
that's ridiculous.
That's my type of jank right there.
He's so good.
Oh, I love it.
What does he do, Chico?
After everything's been set up, you can move an obstacle, basically.
As long as it's range 2 of the board and not range 1 of another asteroid. So
Well, range 2 of any board edge or ship, so that adds an extra little bump.
Oh,
It's not allowed to be placed.
The best part
Still,
about this
though.
card is not only is it really janky, which I appreciate, and I thank FFG for making this card, but now we get Woody Harrelson immortalized in X-Wing forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked him
gonna
in that role. I think he was.
I loved him. He did a great job.
And I can't wait for Zombieland 2. Just saying.
That's coming out.
It's coming out.
It's in pre-pro. It's in pre-production.
Cool.
Okay.
So I think that's it for that. Bring on the chaos.
Well,
bring on the chaos.
Did you even talk about the rigged cargo chute card that they spoiled?
Don't care.
What
chaos? And
what about it?
It says that you can spend a charge token to drop 1 loose cargo using the 1 template, 1 forward template.
Yeah. So
it's spoiled 2.0, baby.
Yeah.
And it can be used on medium ships as well, not just large base.
But I mean, it basically does the same thing, right?
Yeah, but it's saying that it can be used on medium bases. That's totally new.
Well, medium bases in general are totally new.
God damn it.
But,
ladies and gentlemen, joining us with today, not for the first time, Ms. Sarah Tessum. Hi, Sarah.
It's been a while.
It's Snapchat Sarah.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks, right?
Yeah, it has been a few weeks. Long, arduous weeks. I do not know how I got through without you.
So Sarah, what do you think about this new Falcon?
I'm actually really excited for it. I guess when I looked at the article at first, I'm like, wait, only 2 attack dice? I thought about it a little bit more, looked into kind of what the theme was, and I think I'm totally okay with it. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff we haven't seen, like the whole Lando's Falcon title. Who the hell knows what that's going to do?
We don't know what Han's scum pilot ability is, if it's the same as his Rebel one or not.
Right, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope it's not the same. I like variety.
Yeah.
So that'll be neat.
Tommy, we see you.
Hey guys.
There we go. I believe this is a new addition to the OCX Radio podcast.
But an old addition to the Stay on Target podcast.
Oh, see, this is like we're getting married. Something old, something new. Aw, that's cute.
Well, I've
Tommy,
been in your chat.
Tommy, tell us where you're from and what's your favorite ship?
I'm from Kentucky, same place as Stay on Target. I'm buddies with Gordon. And my favorite ship is probably the Z95 Pit Hunter. That's what got me started playing. Yeah, it's what started me playing competitively in X-Wing. Was the Z95 Swarm.
The Z95 Swarm. That's awesome, dude. I
One
like
of
that.
those people. Right, Tom. I'm looking at you, Tom. Z95 Swarm.
Tommy, what are you looking most forward to in the new Scum Falcon pack?
I'm not sure. I'm just kind of interested in general. I kind of want to see what Han's ability will be. I would not be surprised if he had some kind of barrel roll ability to smash.
Were you raised in Australia and moved?
You won't be surprised how many times I get asked that. No, I have a speech impediment.
Good Lord. AJ would be very proud of you right now. Like, she's like, ha ha! We've infiltrated them.
No.
They will believe Kentucky accents are. Oh,
Hey, Tommy.
so do you get that a lot?
Yes, I do. I had one guy assume I was from Great Britain. He wanted to know where I was from in UK. He automatically assumed I was in college. So I get it a lot, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It does come across as like a weird hybrid. Like I can pick up the Kentuckian because I lived in Tennessee for a while, and I dealt with a lot of Kentuckians, and I can get that part, but the rest of it's fucking like ugh. Okay.
Well, make it more confusing. I was born in Ohio and moved down here when I was 5. So
Well, that explains a lot right there.
Yup, Padre. You're getting muted. You're muted.
Right in that Point Pleasant area, that little triangle right there. I don't know if you guys know that or not. But
I know the triangle area.
yep, right there is where I was from.
No kidding. I basically drive through that.
Okay, so now that you two are best friends.
Oh, it's funny because you drive through like 7 different fucking states in like a half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I do know the reasoning behind Gordon's "I am the worst" deal.
Yeah, fill us in.
wait, the what?
Why he says he's the worst?
The
Gordon?
worst. Oh,
Yeah.
Worst.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you guys want to know what that is and stuff.
I do.
Yeah, do it.
Desperately want to know.
Well, he thinks he's not as good at X-Wing as he is the main deal. And so someone had called him that before as a joke, and he just took it upon himself. He took it as his identity kind of deal. But he is better at X-Wing than he actually thinks he is. He just doesn't stick long enough with the same list. So he likes to experiment too much, I think. But
So he's very coach-like. I always knew I had something in common with that guy. We're super fucking great at X-Wing. We just can't keep our focus on one thing. Oh, that's cute. I like that. All right, Tommy, we're gonna let who do I got here? Sorry,
Right.
Padre, you've been on enough. We have Pugs.
Hello there.
No, I didn't mean for him to go away. Jesus Christ, Padre.
What are people doing anymore?
All right, Pugs,
Is this thing working?
you're working. I just
I
need
am
to figure
working,
out who
apparently.
the fuck you are.
I'm.
Coach,
Coach, did you kick off Padre because you
I
didn't like The
did.
Last Jedi?
I
Ooh,
did
that would be
not
something.
kick off. He left on his own free will. I will get him back on here.
And now Sarah ran away. You're
Oof.
you are a
I'm still
racist,
here.
What
misogynist.
is going on?
You're scaring everyone. You're scaring them away from the podcast.
That's it. I'm out.
Yep, I can't even take it. I'm out.
Good. Let's get rid of the extra baggage. And- oh my god, I can't eject you guys.
You don't have the power.
There, see, he's fine. Sarah's back. Everyone's back. I don't know why they left. I had
we
a
had to get
fucking.
beer.
Whoa! What is Sarah petting?
What happened to wine
Oh,
night?
Sarah's petting her beer. I got it. Hit the wrong button. Yeah, you're old, Padre. Deal with it.
What happened
Okay,
to wine night,
Pugs.
Sarah?
Yes.
Pugs, we're gonna need your full name, and I mean not like full name, like the first name. Like we're not gonna
All
just go unless you want to
Pugs.
go by Pugs. We can do Pugs.
It's Scott. It's Scott.
Scott, there we
Yes.
go. Yeah,
Yes.
I knew it.
And
was
I'm
Scott.
out of the Atlanta Hawk area. I've been doing
Atlanta
this, like,
Hawk area,
Yeah, we're the Atlanta Hawks.
as in the ATL.
Yeah,
Love that show.
but no, I've been playing this game for 2 years now.
Mm.
What have I done? This game, it's transformed everything. But no,
What have you
it's-
done?
I've created an evil list. Nora, Eden, and Ezra. I've been playing that for 2 months now, and it's insane.
Nora Edenville?
Wait, did I
yes,
just
Eden.
see that
yes.
posted on Reddit like 20 minutes
Yes.
ago or something?
Yeah, that was me. No, the video was not me. But no, that's my list. I did post that on Reddit, and
All right.
it's
Scott, I
Yes.
believe you.
yeah.
And to the nation, tell us what that name
don't
is.
believe him. Eden Varil?
Yes, Eden Varel.
Shut up, Chico.
List is nasty.
Sarah confirms it.
Anything
Are you
with
gonna
Nora.
go against Sarah? Are you gonna go against Sarah?
I could beat it with 12 Hawks.
I do have a challenge on the Discord I run. If someone runs all Naked Hawks at a store tournament and sends me proof, I will send them templates. I do
Wait,
have
you
to
just have to play with them? You don't have to
No,
win
no,
anything?
you have to pay to be in a store tournament, like an actual store tournament, play all the games with just Naked Hawks, and I'll buy you templates.
Okay, I'm going to like 8 store champs this year, so I'll just do it.
Scott, I feel like you need to put that Discord channel on the OCX Aces Facebook page.
Sure, I'll do that.
Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna run out of templates.
But
Just
no.
say the first person to do it.
Because
Yeah,
we got a lot of dumbass
That's
people.
true. That's true. I forgot.
They'll fucking do it.
Oh yeah. If I ever time to do that, yeah. If I ever time to
Hey,
do it
we
with
had-
you guys, that's an easy no.
We had somebody run the OCX name through a cemetery.
Two.
Oh my gosh.
Two
What?
fucking people. Two. I owe templates to 2 people.
Yeah, two
We'll
two
get to
people
that
ran
later.
it. One of the people ran it through a cemetery.
Yeah, you think Naked Hawks at a tournament is a challenge?
run the OCX symbol through a desecrated
I mean, the skeletons, who cares?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh God, what have we started? Anyway,
Um,
Scott,
Eden Varel. That's what you guys were complaining about or something.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
know what he does.
Nobody
Yeah,
knows
no
what he
one
does.
knows.
Tell
It's
us
the
what
YT 2400 pilot
Right.
that gets an extra attack die if the target.
Shut up, Kyle. We're letting our guests say what.
Thank you. I see what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
But no, everyone does not know who Eden is. It's like, is that Dash? And no one's like, is that Lebo? What do you mean it doesn't have a cannon on it?
Oh
It's
shit!
all-
It's a YT 2400, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. It's my
I thought
blocker.
it was another ARC pilot.
Oh,
God.
And his ability only works with the primary cannon, right?
yes.
So you can't even use the Outrider title.
Which is
When's
hilarious.
the last time you saw one of those things without the Outrider title?
Exactly. And the thing
Hey.
is, it's 4 dice at range 1. It's glorious.
I ran Edenville back in my heyday.
Yeah, when you were first starting the game, you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I
You're like,
wanted to get
this
an
sounds
attack
good.
die if they were stressed. That's why I ran it.
Now, I ran it once with Wes Jensen, who had R3A2 on him. It was a very strange list. Didn't have much success, but it was interesting.
But no, it's just I was doing a team tournament down in Atlanta, and the way it works is it's like Hangar Bay. You can't have overlapping ships or upgrades. And I was like, I'm team captain. I have free domain, and I'm like, I can't use Poe, no VI. Who's another good ace? Nora. Ezra's fun. I have like 30 points or something. How about this ship that I can use as a blocker and also as a tank, as well as just mass amount of damage? So that's how I chose Eden.
Good choice.
I was like, and I absolutely love it. Now it's a stupid list. It's like standard Ezra with Snapshot, Hera, R3A2, and Nora, PTL, 3PO, R2, and all that. But then Eden is just Raid Crew, Allium Projector, and Red Cargo Chute. That Red Cargo Chute, however, is hilarious. Specifically when you reveal, you do it on someone that's about to do a K-turn.
So what do you have for a third ship? Just curious.
No, it's Nora, Eden, Ezra.
Ezra.
Yeah, that's how
To
all the
cause the stress, duh.
Because I had
You have
this is the list that I built a while ago that didn't run. It had Ezra in the Snapshot, Hera, R3A2, with Eden Brill with Smuggling Compartment, with Intelligent Agent and Rig Cargo Chute. And then I had Corn Horn as the third ship.
What
But
did
you-
Corrin on him? What did Corrin have?
Just push the limit, fire control, and R2D2.
Okay, I was like, I don't think that's an engine upgrade version.
No.
And
No.
I'm trying to
what-
think. Oh yeah, FCS could have not been done because someone else on my team was using it for quick draw. So
Oh yeah,
that that was the main thing I liked about the team tournament structure we did was you had to think about everyone else's list. Like there was no VI available, no harpoons, no TLT. So I had to choose what we had left. And if you guys do, like, I would heavily recommend looking into doing that, like, at your casual game store. It was a blast.
I
In my
recommend any
opinion-
tournament right now that's off the wall and restrictive. And we just ran one this last weekend that you couldn't use anything from the top 16, and that
Like
was
50
wonderful.
Like top 16 pilots.
No, from the top 16 at Worlds, you couldn't use any card that was used in any of those
Ooh,
lists.
I like that.
So there was a lot of stuff that was gone. And
You
then
know,
we also had to get rid of a couple other little niche cards, but
Yeah.
speaking
It's a good
as Gordon the Worst Berg, aka champion of the podcast challenge league, I think that might be a good idea for the next podcast challenge league. Is just outlawing the entire card list from the top 16
Yeah.
plus crack shot.
There was actually a tournament that one of my friends put on, which was no top 50 pilots. You had to use everything could not be in the top 50 of MetaWing.
Oh,
That was
wow.
another very fun tournament. Like it's
Yeah,
just that's fun.
I suggested to Alex and Frank while we were at Worlds, because they were kind of just shooting the shit, talking about what to do over the summer, like to keep X-Wing interesting and keep people going to store championships, and I think the one answer was just put 2.0 cards in the kit, and suddenly everybody's try hard again.
Oh, of course.
But what I suggested was take everybody from the top 16 and let them each ban one card for the entire rest of 1.0. And I think that would blow people's minds.
Well, then we have
Ooh.
X-Wing 2.0,
But no, but no
right? Because all the
abilities.
things people would ban just aren't things in 2.0, right?
TLT, harpoons.
The
All
eye.
right, Scott.
All right.
In true town hall fashion, I have to cut you off for a little bit, but you are the new guy, so we're going to gravitate towards you and your newness. But I also have to introduce a rock solid, steady OCX fan through and through, the Padre of Padres, the pastor of the OCX traveling crew, Senor Robert Monroe.
Bless us, Father, for we have sinned.
I keep
Senior
telling you, just do
shirtless hero.
three Hail Mirandas and you're good. I keep
Hail
telling you.
Mirandas! Thou TLTs rain upon us. Hail Miranda! TLTs, please rain upon us. I'm only gonna do two because that's all that bitch
I
deserves.
prefer Hail Sabine full of bombs.
Oh,
Oh.
she's gonna be busy this weekend. I'm sorry, she's unavailable to you, sir.
You're
No,
are you at Origins right
Blessed
now, or
are
are you driving
Savior
soon?
soon tier? No, Savior soon tier?
Yeah,
No.
aren't you supposed to Hail Mary things that are wholesome and pure? So that means no
Like-
Miranda.
Like Carl Weathers soon tier?
No,
Carl
on.
Anderson tier.
I have not left for Origins yet. That is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow evening.
Good
myself.
luck.
So we'll see if we can bring honor and glory on to OCX.
Yes. All you have to do
Because,
is walk in there shirtless with OCX pasties and that.
Well, Jerry kind of almost convinced me that I should wear my kilt for like day one.
Heck yeah, you should. Why wouldn't you wear your kilt?
I think it would be better for day two.
I
So
think
I'm going to break in right here and saying that you did not get your cards yet.
No, I did not.
shame.
Coach.
Shame.
Coach. I talked with my postal worker today, and he says if they are in there, he said if they're in there tomorrow morning, he will make a special stop at my house to drop them off. So I have every confidence that he will drop them off about 7 a.m. at my house.
Give up. I give up. I give up.
Don't give up.
Can't do it anymore.
Start driving there now, Coach.
Now I still
Get
got
it
some
on.
OCX stickers, so all is not lost if they don't show up. Don't worry about that. I mean, hey, stuff happens.
I'm gonna go get some fresh air.
You know
Guys,
what
have fun.
see
You
when
know-
you get back.
You know, they have tilt-a-kilts, and are not tilt-a-kilts because that's the place to.
They don't have tilt kilts.
Yeah, they closed the place down in Indianapolis. I know we don't have any place to go and eat food anymore.
Close
But,
the one down by me as well.
Yeah,
They
we
closed the one in Fort Wayne.
we go to the Ram now, but they have tactical kilts, and we see tons of them when we go to Gen Con. And we have a game where you have to count all the kilts that you see. So I came up with an idea that I think is going to work fantastic amongst the females of the community and making them a tactical miniskirt. Now, don't you think that would be something that would be worn by all?
Yes.
It is a utilikilt, what you're talking about, right?
No. There's the utility kilt that's like a kilt, but females don't wear kilts. That's a guy
No, they're
thing.
not stylish enough.
Right. So if you made a tactical
Isn't that just a skirt?
A woman
utility
wears
skirt,
a kilted plaid, which is.
I'm just saying it's
it's
got to
a-
be a tactical miniskirt.
Content.
content.
We're talking about apparel I might wear to Gen Con, okay? That's content.
Yes. So I mean
Shirt.
that has to happen.
I am all for any conversation that ends with more skirts in the world. So
Yes. So I mean I'm totally up for having a contest on who can count more tactical miniskirts than kilts. I mean, just saying. But
Okay,
one
so-
of those things might get you in trouble.
So here's what we're gonna have to do. We will take a poll right now. Kilt on Friday or kilt on Saturday?
Yes.
Or Kano Los Dos.
Both.
both.
Oh, dudes, really?
Yeah, why
ju-
not?
Just turn it inside out for the second day.
What is the
Doesn't.
I'm gonna wear a jean skirt all week.
Also, who cares if you wear the same thing twice? No one pays attention to that.
Well, I have to clean the T-shirt. Egads, I don't want that to be smelly. You can get away with a couple of days with a kilt, but the T-shirts, armpit stink, bad. And I don't have any 2.0 the scent on me.
Yes.
Okay, dead air, bad stuff.
Oh my God!
So
Christ, what would you people do without me? I got hiccups.
Well,
What would we
trying
do
to get rid
without
of
you?
them.
We would have gone by the plan.
But fuck.
the show
The
notes.
plan that you screwed up.
Damn
We're
it.
going to use show notes and everything.
There are no show notes, Robert. You know this.
There's no
Yes,
show
I-
notes because you never follow them. That's
Come
why we
on.
don't make them
You
anymore.
sit there and you write big
Oh,
X's
no.
over them, and then you disappear so that you can get a breath of fresh air and possibly.
Fuck off. Shut up, Robert. Okay. Has anyone else joined on the... I can't see right now. So if anyone else joined?
We got another one of our more recent groupies over there.
Who?
I don't know. Chicago?
No. Fuck him. Jesus Christ. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chicago's on the show.
So
I may be late, but I'm still here to party.
Yeah, you're late.
Hey,
You named
life
Chicago
happens.
and you're here to party.
Right.
So now, what is everybody's advice for me for this Systems Open?
Wear
Wear a
kilts.
skirt.
Well,
Slay your opponents,
I
show
know
them
that.
no mercy, sacrifice them to the stress god.
Yeah, give them the intelligent agent if they don't do what you want.
I don't have that. You know what my list is. I'm hoping that not too many people are gonna what I'm hoping is people look at my list and go, huh, for the most part, and then just, sit back and get abused by, Sabine.
Well, they're going to do slightly less, because we've seen a bomber now with Ryan's list out there. But 2 bombers, that's just madness. So, like,
mad.
Well, what about the 3 bomber list that made cut at Green Bay? Someone was running 3 with proton bombs.
Oh,
3 of them with proton. That is ridiculous.
It was gross.
Dirty.
Did it win?
He made top 16 out of a really tough field.
So
ridiculous.
Who would have ever thought bombers would be viable? Oh wait, I did.
No, everybody fucking realized
they were fucking good,
like,
but no one
something
wants
with
to play
bombs
them.
is gonna do something good. It's like, I'm so glad that bombs are getting nerfed. 2nd edition. Sorry, Padre, but bombs needed to be curbed to some
changed. We don't know for a fact it's a nerf yet.
Well, I would say it is a curbing of bombing, but I don't think that it's going to change diehard bombing type people like myself. I mean, I'm still going to run bombers. It's going to just have to be a new and different way that I'm going to have to come up with a plan to do the worst things that I could ever possibly do to you dogfighters. I think it's pretty fair to everybody across the board. Everybody's going to have to kind of tweak how they fly, what they do, how things work together with each other again. And it is what it is. I think 2.0 is going to be a good thing, but I think it's going to really level the playing field across the whole board.
Mm-hmm. So Chicago, what do you think about 2.0? Have you looked into it much?
Yeah, I've looked into it enough. I'm stoked for 2.0.
What do you think about the Scum faction getting a Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not.
I've heard some people comment that it's a money grab. They're just they're just putting it out there to take our money and blah blah. It's like, yes, they're a business, and they had a movie come out, and basically the only ship they could really sell from it was the Falcon.
They had that heavy tie that was supposed to be able to carry like large laser cannons and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure that'll come out. Even though it got significantly less screen time than I was hoping for. Yeah, I just hope they've made it unique enough that it'll be interesting, and I think with that piece that docks, that'll add some spice to it and just some variety. I'm excited to fly that little shuttle by itself.
It's so cool.
Yeah, and don't forget, it's got a cape room.
Mm-hmm. And then what else? What else does everybody think about the Renegade refits and those guys getting illicit slots for the Rebels and the Renegades expansion?
I mean, sure.
I'll get changes.
Yeah, sure.
I'm surprised that
they haven't showed us if there's anything that just adds it to generic like X-wings, like in general. So I'm hoping that they're keeping it to just like those X-wings, instead of just like suddenly allowing Wedge to have illicits.
No, it says specifically that that's restricted to that like expansion.
Good.
So what was that, Tommy? That you were saying you kind of got lost there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the 1.0 X-wings from that set don't already have illicits as well. Since they were doing it for 2.0, I'm surprised that the 1.0s didn't get it.
Yeah, that makes complete
maybe
sense.
It was just like they couldn't find a good way to squeeze it in.
Maybe.
Well, are there any potential problem cards in 1.0 that would be just way too good with illicits?
I never thought of that, Sarah. There could be a lot of
Feedback
pilot
array, maybe.
problems.
I mean, inertial dampeners would be pretty good if you ran like 5 X-wings with those. That'd be decent.
Ooh, that would be brutal.
Yeah, like feedback array or like
Yeah,
form
feedback
with
array
feedback
would be
array plus whatever other upgrades.
because then you could have a cheap auto damage card that could just pilot that could keep running around regenning. Yeah, I totally see what you're talking about. Because you could just put like R5P9, R2D2, and just feedback array and go around do one auto damage and just keep regenning the entire time.
And
Which is
then with Leia Organa.
Oh God,
Yeah,
he figured it out.
Leia Organa with inertial damage.
Cancel 2.0. 1.0 is fine.
Yeah, we saw that because Brobots won Worlds, and it was
That
Imperial
didn't
versus
happen.
Imperial.
That was all in your
at Euros.
imagination.
I mean, like clearly 1.0 is just fine.
The meta fixed itself. All the Mirandas just killed each other.
Yeah, yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're also joined, if no one has mentioned, by Mr. Tom Weiss.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, does this microphone actually work?
It does.
Your microphone
Oh my
actually
god,
works.
it's a miracle. I have the jankiest setup right now.
The Battle of the Townies.
I don't know. You see this microphone right here next to my mouth? This doesn't work.
I'm
so
glad
you're
that
See,
you,
I can just do
best
this
out
and
OCX.
nothing happens.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No, I just talked to my webcam and it's fine. I just want to make sure that what I'm hearing doesn't start getting also looped into the webcam because that's obnoxious.
Yeah, sounds fine.
Great.
And that's a
You
sexy bunch of
are
bananas.
okay.
I'm sorry, say again?
I said that's a sexy bunch of bananas that you have back there.
Dude, I know, right?
Jeez.
You
Christ.
fucking monkey. What the fuck?
What's
What's
going with bananas?
We need those banana focus tokens from Gold Squadron.
Sounds like
Oh
effort.
my god.
Sounds like effort, and I'm lazy.
Oh my god. Jerry's in here now too? All right.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time where we like to introduce everyone who's involved in the town hall section of. We're also introducing Mr. Jerry Holt. Hi, Jerry.
Hi guys, I hope this.
I believe we found our Mark Tippett for the evening.
Oh no. Okay, give me a second. I'll try and come back on and see if it works.
That's fine. It seems to me like we have a lot of people on right now, and I was not knowing that we were going to have this many people on at one time. So, what we're going to do is we are going to give one group 20 minutes of whatever the hell they want to talk about, and another group 20 minutes of whatever the hell they want to talk about. So, I'm going to deduce this by first person's on, so sorry. Boyce, you're muted. Chicago, you're muted too. Sorry, buddy.
Wrecked.
And let's see. 1, 2,
I was the first
3.
person on. You can't mute me.
Pugs. Nope. Sorry. Robert, you came after Pugs. There we go. Okay. So, for this Get to Know Your Regular X-Wing Players Part 1, we have with us Tom, Sarah, and Scott. So, question number 1, and each of your wonderful OCX hosts are going to ask you one question. It may be different from first round to second round, so those of you waiting, you're whatever. Anyway, so first question from me that I would like you all to answer is, what is your favorite maneuver?
I would definitely say one hard.
The one hard white. I'm going to go with white or green, right? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. You know what?
Hey,
Muted
Godad.
right away. Right,
Is
right.
stuff breaking?
Hi, Gordon.
Hey, is this the Stay on Target podcast? Go ahead.
This is the stay on Gordon.
Hi, Gordon.
I just wanted to do this one moment where I ruined everything. Continue. You can mute me. Bye.
You're the worst.
He just
No,
said
don't leave.
stay on Gordon.
I
That's the
defended
best
you earlier. Well, I guess I didn't.
He said stay on Gordon, so he's muted. So, but as I've told everyone, please wait until your turn comes up for the town hall.
What? Waiting?
Anyway, so back to my question is, what is your favorite maneuver? And we got from Tommy. His was a one hard turn.
That
Does
was
it
me.
matter if it's
That was
green,
me.
white, or red?
No, that was me. White,
Oh.
because that's what I've been doing with the 2400 so much, and it's been so cheeky.
Okay, now that the 2400 doesn't have a one hard turn.
I cry. I cry
You
a lot.
cry.
It has
I
three
cry a
parts,
lot.
right?
I cry
Okay,
so
now
much.
you can't be crying a whole lot because the 2400
It's amazing now.
pretty fucking amazing, right?
No Eden 2.0. And it makes me sad.
No Eden 2.0.
I'm writing.
Sarah, your favorite maneuver?
It would be a tie between the 2-bank and a 3 talon roll. So the 2-bank, because it gets you that nice like 45-degree turn, but leaves you enough room to adjust with a boost and gets you enough distance where you can run away or keep close. I play a lot of Nora, so the 2-bank is her most valuable move usually. But with the talon roll, so when I started playing, I was playing with regular old X-Wings and regular TIE fighters, and they all had like 3Ks and 4Ks. And then when someone showed me the talon roll for the first time, it blew my mind. That maneuver is mind-blowing, and it's completely ridiculous some of the shit you can pull off with it.
It's pretty good. It is really good. I'm not gonna
I can
lie.
agree. I can absolutely agree with that too.
Yeah.
Tommy, what is your favorite maneuver and why?
Well, Teldrivor is my favorite pilot in the game, so I have to say the 2-sloop, the Jump Master. Because I played Teldrivor the most.
No,
I
keep
still
going.
like
I played that more than my
the
Z95.
2K turn. I love my 2K turn.
So you like B-Wings?
Yeah. I want them to be good again.
So, Tommy, is it specifically the 2 white sloop?
Yeah. Mainly because of Teldrivor. He's my favorite pilot in the game. So.
Okay, now why is Sarah laughing so much?
Because his favorite maneuver is on one dial.
-2.
Oh, valid
There's
point.
nothing wrong with liking Jump Masters.
Valid point. I
But
like it.
It's not only on one dial. It's also on the dial that has the red 2 sloop. If you have Adrenaline Rush.
Oh,
wrecked.
Oh, damn.
Wrecked. Straight up.
You can put Adrenaline Rush on TIE Strikers, so that works.
Yes.
Correct.
I have it on my Ezra, my Gunner Ezra.
Nice.
I'm
Wait, what?
from,
Why?
so.
Why?
Okay.
I
Next
before
question comes from Chico.
Oh, here we go. So if you could pick any ship in the Star Wars universe that doesn't exist in X-Wing right now and make it into X-Wing, what would it be?
All right. I have to get on Wikipedia.
Yep, opening that
There's
too.
not a whole lot left.
There isn't a lot that I'm like. The other stuff is like really, really weird stuff, like the TIE prototype, something like that.
Just pick another version of the Falcon, right?
Oh yeah, Ebon Hawk.
I have to go with the TIE
You're
fighter.
supposed to be muted. Damn it. There we go.
What'd you say, Pugs?
No, I was like, I have to go because I do. One of the things I do is the 501st Legion, the costume group, and I'm about to get my TIE pilot done. So I need to choose a TIE pilot at some point. There's just so many weird tie variants.
Yeah,
like,
they really are.
Like, oh, like some of this stuff looks like why, like, what?
Well, while you're thinking, I know if we had Luke Carrington on, he would definitely say the Naboo fighter.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
And he would be
Yeah,
wrong.
that would.
I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah, that would be my pick as well.
Well, I stole Tommy's thunder then.
No.
I was thinking about it, was like, that's the only one I can think of right now.
Then you could have the upgrade card. Try spinning. That's a cool trick.
Yeah.
Well, as a side tangent, quick, I just added Senior Scott and Senior Tommy to the very elite group chat of the groupies.
Ooh.
So
Exciting.
if you will check your phones, you will also notice the photo of the groupies chat.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Is
where am I looking?
It's good.
Don't look.
It should be on your phone, and you'll be fine.
Don't be embarrassed, Chico.
I fear for my,
Just live it up.
I fear
How
for
you
my
like that,
life.
Sarah?
Just take it. Just take it.
I'm okay with it.
I believe we're on to Tommy.
Z95 I'm read my second pick.
The what?
Well, it'd be the Naboo
dear
Starfighter
Lord.
or the Clone Wars design of the Z95. One of those two.
The Clone Wars.
Oh, I love. Yes.
What did they do different?
I'll find it. One sec.
It's
I'm
basically
like
like
Googler.
it's like kind of like it's been stretched a little bit. It's a sleeker design to it. I like
Stretched?
the
lot
AF
lighter.
better.
Here it is. Take a look in the
Yeah, like the
chat.
wings are stretched out.
Take
I
a
got
look
it.
in the chat.
Oh no, yeah, it's
What chat?
it's-
There's
it's
so
not-
many chats.
He doesn't have the chat. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty.
Yeah, it does. It has a.
Oh, huh.
I like that color
Yep.
scheme. Like
I-
there's a.
I like the version of the game better, but that one still
Hey.
looks cool too. So
Look
it'd be like
at
a
look
tie
at
between
fucking
those two.
Scott using the groupies chat like a boss right away.
It's almost like I know what I'm doing.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I like it.
But no, I do like. I actually, if someone could get that made for me to replace my Z95s, I actually would. Like, I would pay someone probably to do that.
That'd be
There
cool.
actually already is.
Oh,
on
there is.
Shapeways, you can buy
of
a
course.
set.
Yeah, Shapeways
Yeah.
you get everything.
And there's
Okay, the
also a heavy Z95, which is designed to carry multiple missiles, and like it's that little engine cell or whatever, like you
Yeah.
see on like the T-70s. It's like right in the dang center of the wings, and designed to like launch cluster missiles. Is what it's designed to do. It looks awesome too.
But no,
So yeah, get one of
Nice.
those. I've
The
been
thing
tempted several times to, but I already have 16 Z95s, so I don't
What?
need any more.
Well, hey,
there's a story behind this. Please go
guys,
on.
guys,
Because I
let's-
have Scum and Rebel. I have Scum and Rebel ones.
That
And
doesn't
my
answer it.
half of them are Power Rangers theme painted. So
Okay, so if you take all those Z95s and add them together, how many Z is that?
in Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure it's not
I'm
the
going to take
Sailor
this moment
Scouts?
to plug, since you guys have already kind of done it, plug Shapeways.
Mel's Miniatures is
Let's
the name.
let's give them a
Someone,
proper plug. So it's
the Mad
Tommy,
Medic.
I'm gonna let you
posted
do it. Go ahead, Tommy.
Do what?
Plug them. Plug them
I
good,
didn't catch what you
good,
said
and,
there.
good and hard.
Oh, Mel's Miniatures on Shapeways.
Males, as in
The Mad Medic
M-A-L-E-S?
posted it.
Mels, MELS.
M-E-L-S.
We're going to get this right
miniatures.
eventually.
We don't do show notes in our Clef Notes, so you're just going to have to say it on air, buddy.
So for that one listener who was wondering, 15 Z95s would come out to, in Roman numerals, MCDXXV.
Beautiful.
No, fuck that. Tom beat you. Oh, Tom, you missed out on the C, buddy. Sorry.
Oh no.
You lose.
Because there's 15 of them. It comes out to 1,425.
That was cute and all, but Sarah,
No,
what is your answer?
My answer would be the ETA-2 Actus Class Light Interceptor. That is the ship that Obi-Wan and Anakin are flying at the beginning of episode 3. So the Jedi Interceptor fighter that they're flying at the beginning of episode 3.
Oh, okay.
There's also a
Super
one
tiny,
for there's a Vader version too.
All right. I'm gonna go with Kyle. Do you have a question for them?
Better.
You better, yeah.
Either that or I have a
I will
follow-up
be
question
disappointed.
to all of this.
Or we'll replace you with Chicago, who evidently left.
No, we will not do that.
Ooh, they had the TIE Scout. Oh no, I'm gonna
Replace it
lose.
with Gordon.
I'm losing my money.
Kyle. Cal. Oh, he's eating. Okay, so that means I get to ask my question.
You already asked a question.
Among you three.
All I had to do is chew that bite, Coach.
Oh,
Just
okay. I'm
wait
sorry.
a second. Nobody wants to hear me chew pizza. Okay, so I really have to ask because I came down here and I didn't hear any of the previous questions. What were those, so I don't repeat myself?
Oh, that's your question.
Beautiful.
Bobby, what was the previous question? We asked if you could pick any ship that's not in the game and put it in the game, what would you pick?
Okay.
And then
What was your favorite maneuver?
Yeah, what was your favorite maneuver, and why the hell does Tommy have 15 Z95s? Those are the questions we asked.
Okay.
16, but yeah.
16? That's a whole nother 95 that I need to add.
What
I think
would it
so.
take- what would it take to get you to play Epic more often than the 106?
Oh, shit. Snap,
If
dog.
there
That's
was
a good
more
question.
events-
Wait, what?
If
What
there
would
were
it
just more
get you to
events of it, I'd be going to.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'd cut you off.
Okay, so the question was, what would it take for you to play more epic events?
Having them. I'm
Well, I mean,
always down
not-
for epic.
Not events,
Yeah.
but like, what would it what would it take to get you to play more Epic than 106? Like, what would it take? Like, there's two different formats of the game, and a majority of the people play 106, but there's another format of the game that just doesn't seem to get played at all. And do you think it's because of time constraint? Like, is that one of the biggest things? It takes too long for one game?
I'm just confused about what you're saying about 106.
No,
106 is 100.6
asteroids.
Oh,
so
okay.
standard.
Okay, I was like,
yeah, it's
okay.
fucking elitist. Terms.
No, for me, it's just I'm always
They
down for
probably should have
epic.
to do practice.
You've always what? Everybody keeps talking all at once, so let's get the answer.
Pugs.
That's
What
probably
would it
my
take
fault.
for you
Yeah.
to play more epic?
People wanting to play epic, because I'm always down for epic.
Oh, maybe you should be the person to play epic.
But you have to have an opponent, though, and that's the
Exactly.
same issue I have. You just need an opponent who is also, interested in spending that amount of time.
Yes, that's true. Tommy?
I just need more events for it. Like if they had maybe like official support for tournaments and stuff, because it's always fun when I play. I love playing the Tantive loaded out with like half the points with having a bunch of ships to support it and stuff. It's awesome. It's like blowing stuff up with it. So,
right on.
We just need more official events for it.
Yeah, I agree. Sarah?
Mm-hmm. More or less what the other two said, official support. There's not much incentive for me to play Epic because I play this game for competition. I play to crush the dreams of the person across the table from me, and I can't do that if it's just a beer and pretzels game.
I got a feeling we're going to start calling you the Widowmaker.
Oh.
I approve.
I approve.
I mean, I don't show mercy. I defeat a 15-year-old kid to get in the
Crusher
World
of
Stage this
Dreams,
year.
a.k.a. Sarah the Widowmaker.
Except for that part where you let somebody cheat against you at Worlds, right?
Shut up.
Oh no.
Neither of us realized it.
Oh.
And I still got into day 2, so it's still fine.
Uh,
I just had a harder road to the top cut, which I didn't make. So
Snap, motherfucker. Okay. I'm gonna ask one final question, and this is gonna be the end of your guys' glorious time on the OCX Radio podcast. Do you guys believe that FFG should expand the factions to include prequels?
Yes.
And we're gonna. Oh,
Yes.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Time the fuck out. Maybe this is gonna take a little longer. Oh, maybe I should have asked that at the end. Let's go with Scott. Scott.
I am Pugs.
Yeah, I know you're Pugs, but I'm gonna call you Scott. Is that
It
okay?
sounded like I was. Yeah. Yeah. It is.
Should I call you Pugs?
Whichever floats your boat.
I'm gonna call you Spugs.
Or
No, I'm not. I'm gonna call you Pugs because
Yeah.
that's what it says.
yeah, that works.
Tell
No.
me your reasoning why they should have an expansion of factions.
They have it set up for multiple factions to begin with Resistance and First Order being separate. Why not make Republic and Separatists? I'm like, they have it set up so they can do it. Why not do it?
Okay.
It's a lot easier than if they tried to do in 1.0 where it's like, this doesn't make sense. And just like,
Tommy.
Yeah.
You
Well,
said
despite the
yes,
movies
correct?
not being good. Yes. Yep. All right.
Sarah. Okay.
Despite the
Now-
movies not being good.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Who?
You. You, baby.
Oh, okay. All right. Despite the movies not being any good, the Clone Wars series certainly was good. But also, yes, the ships themselves are really cool, and it'd be nice to actually have them in the game more than anything. You had to look past like the movies and stuff and look at the ships and what they did. So.
I'm gonna go with Sarah, and I believe I can't argue with Ontopsky because he is Ontopsky. I believe your new nickname is the Widowmaker.
yes.
I
am wearing an Overwatch shirt right now, so
Oh yes.
oh, perfect.
and she's one of my favorite heroes.
So Widowmaker, why? What is your response to maybe making new factions?
Absolutely yes to more factions. So it's pretty clear where the game's going, that they eventually want to expand this game out to a point where maybe there's like an 8th edition like Warhammer has now. And to build up to that point, they have to add more content over time. Eventually, they're going to have to dip into some of the things like the prequel ships, which I'm totally okay with. So I think I really want
170.
be added, but I also want them to take their time adding them, if that makes sense. Because I want them to do it right. They're going to have to release the prequel factions with like 10 to 15 ships when they launch.
That's okay. Okay.
Well, they mentioned in the Reddit Ask Me Anything that they're trying to keep factions small for the new release. They're starting them all off small and just kind of keeping them there and then slowly raising things. I mean, you have the conversion kits, so I mean, Rebels and Imperials are huge to start. But like they also mentioned that there's going to be different game types. So there's going to be an only stuff 2.0 released and everything. So I think that'll be interesting to see where those formats land and how the size of the factions we have like play out. I think that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, That was very interesting. You know what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to hold everyone that we have with that opinion towards. We're going to let the next group come in after the commercial break, and we're going to ask them their questions. And I think it would be a great idea to have everyone. I think this is a very interesting conversation with the prequels, and I think we're going to include everyone in that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to commercial break, very short commercial break. So take it away, commercial.
Commercially.
Everyone who is not or who is muted can unmute themselves, please. Because I don't know how to do that. I just know how to mute you.
Just give me the power to mute people, and I'll solve all the problems.
I will not do that, Scott.
Aw.
No, it's fine when you mute them, but see, now Gordon's unmuted.
They're learning. They're evolving.
Right?
I thought
You
it was
knew the
sport time.
risks.
Oh, see, Jerry's unmuted.
Yeah, of
We
course.
got Padre.
Okay,
I know Gordon's unmuted because he unmuted himself. So fuck you, Gordon. Respond.
Please respond.
Hey, is
Help
this
me,
a Target
Obi-Wan.
podcast?
It always is.
This is
You know what,
Stay on Gordon.
you know what? Fucking Gordon Berg is more popular on OCX radio than I am, and I'm the fucking host.
You guys record more Stay on Target episodes than I do.
I know.
That's true.
Okay, Gordon, give us an exclusive here. What's with the hiatus, and when is it ending?
When 2.0 comes out. We
Oh,
may do something in the interim.
No,
That's
come
a long
on.
hiatus.
Bottom line is this. When we have something to say and can add that is outside the echo chamber, that is an X-Wing podcast, we'll do it. And I'm not going to record an episode based on some kind of cult of personality like OCX. If I've got something to say, I'll say it. Until then, not going there.
That was savage.
Fucking brutal.
At least we're the drunk version of the echo chamber.
I might call you a liar in a day.
Speaking of exclusives, Chico, I have to ask real quick. Are you the secret judge for the Renegade Open in Minneapolis in November?
What is a
between us
Renegade
and
Open?
Okay,
And
never
what is the
mind.
secret judge?
Cool, never mind. The person that booked the event said they had a big judge lined up, and I'm like, please let it be Chico.
We need more judge stories.
No, I am likely not judging another major event in 2018.
I might know who that is.
My PTO is wrecked. So I couldn't do Origins. I can't do Gen Con. I can't do Coruscant.
I'm lying, Sarah. Sorry.
I've been asked to do them all, and I had to say no to all of them, and it made me sad. So,
But man, how funny would that be?
Chico, I do have a question. How does one become a judge?
and the way I did it is you just start small, judging at your local events.
You go through the local courts, and then you eventually just work yourself up.
The way that I did it, there's a system on FFG's website where you can be a volunteer, but then you just get stuck in the pool of they can call on you for anything ever kind of thing.
Oh, fun.
And then it's easier if you have Cascade coming by for a system open. Like Cascade on their website, you can sign up to be a volunteer, and they have a judge test that you can take. Personally, I didn't think it was too crazy. So take the test, see how you do, and then if they have a system open in your area, you can go on there and say, hey, I'm interested in the system open. Click, and they've got some really nice staff that'll contact you. And if you're close to the area or going to that event, I'm pretty sure they'll use you. because they keep asking me, Brent, and Ian if we'll fly across the country to do these things. So I imagine they'd rather have locals. I know with like Origins and Adepticon, they were just scraping trying to find fucking anyone who was any good at judging to jump in and do those. Fortunately, I think we had a damn good squad at Adepticon. At Origins, I know that the marshal for day one is Brent Wong. He flew in, had some extra time, some extra airline points, so he flew in. And then all the other days is Andrew. Oh God, what's his last name? The guy who marshaled the Detroit regional. He's doing all the other days. So
Schuler.
Yeah. And Andrew Schuler, good guy. He knows what he's doing. He makes great judge calls. So I've got all the confidence in the world in him. I don't know who else is doing. Like, he's the marshal. I don't know who's doing the regular judges. I don't know if Brent's sticking around or if they or what other people they got. So hopefully they got a good squad out there.
Hey, Gordon.
Robert.
Did you send my card with Mikhail?
So about that, Robert.
Yeah.
Mikhail's not going.
What? Oh, no way, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, okay.
I'm the only one going up that way.
All by
But
myself.
I'm too far away from him to hand off anything, though.
Yeah, I was going to have Tommy represent Stay on Target up there at Origins, but since he's already been co-opted by OCX, then, we've got nobody at Origins.
That's not true.
It's totally true, Tommy. You're fucking indoctrinated.
You've been annexed.
I've been on there. I've been on Stay on Target more than any other guest, haven't I?
Yeah.
No,
but that doesn't matter.
Target
they're
has
small
to stay on the
potatoes, baby.
target of 2.0, and Origins is not 2.0. That is not the target to stay on.
Why do you think we have Gordon on all the time?
Filler? He's
If
just
you want an
filler.
official representative for Origins, it might as well be me because I'm not going, just like how you're not going to make any more 1.0 podcasts.
I may do one. I've got one idea. I don't think I can sing live, so I'll have to record it.
Oh, you totally need to sing.
I don't think I can pull it off. I think I'll go
it. We can help you with this. Do we need some auto-tuning or what? What's the deal?
No. I just it's a difficult song to practice, and I need to get in some reps if I feel like I'm going to record it successfully.
Is it Andre Barcelli's time to say goodbye? 'Cause that would be hard to sing.
Sure.
You could try. You could do a quartet.
All right. Am I speaking now? Am I good? All right. It's radio commercial break, so this is not going to go on the air. Gordon?
Coach?
You told me you were not going to be listening tonight.
I thought I could not get home in time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna propose something to you. I will not be here next week.
Do not do this, dude. No. No.
I will be in Canada fishing.
Oh God.
Do it.
I offered originally the position to Ricky.
And what did he say?
And he has not gotten back to me.
Ricky is a bit of an elitist snob, so I can
he
see
is
that.
a little bit of an elitist snob.
Yeah.
Can we maybe figure this out as a podcast?
No, none of you have any voice because this is the host position. Host. This is me, and I get to make the decision.
Sure, then make it.
So, Ricky was my first choice just because I owed it to him. And it sounds like he may not be able to do it. So, my next fallback guy was you.
Okay, well, I'm not doing it drunk. I'll tell you that much.
That's fine. You do not need to be it. All I want. I am leaving my capable hands in your hands.
I have
That's
got a great
all-
idea. We
all
will
I'm
take
saying.
over the Minox, and then I'll get D on the show. There you go.
You can get whoever the fuck you want on the
I would
show.
definitely have to be around for that.
What I'm saying is that are you free next Wednesday night?
That is the 20th. Yes.
Mhm.
God, oh man, your groupies were pushing me to do this, and I told them hell no. Oh my God. All right, I'm in. I'll do it.
All right, you're in, ladies and gentlemen.
And I would have to be
Chico,
there too.
I need something called show notes. Maybe you've heard of them. You need to send them my way.
No,
Hey,
you don't send him a
don't-
goddamn thing.
You are not going to be here, but you're.
Oh, that's
Root
right.
Nose out of this.
Coach isn't going to be here. I was going to say, Gordon, there's no use of having the show notes because then you're going to prep yourself for things that we're going to talk about, and then it's just going to get railroaded anyway.
That's true.
Just kidding, Coach. You're good about a third of the way.
I fucking hate you all. Anyway, so for those who are watching live, next week you will have the pleasure of having Gordon the Worst Berg,
All right.
your host on the OCX Radio
Is Chris
Pod.
gone? Is he not at his? There's Chris. Where's Chris? Chris, get your headset back on. Damn it.
We don't know who Chris is.
Who's Chris?
Shut up, all of you. All right. First change on OCX. People will be called by their real names.
Oh,
No.
man.
Oh my God. Okay. God, he just won't put his headphones on, so he's just like a fucking idiot. Look, he's just sitting there.
He's in denial.
God, if I could just reach through the monitor and flick him in the air right now, I would. Put your headphones on, you idiot.
He knows the risks.
Gordon,
Yeah.
I'm the only one that gets called by their real name on this
So,
show.
All
fuck
right,
you
Colin.
and your non-podcasting.
Yeah, saying Aaron would be weird, right?
It's so bad. You guys had to make me host another show just to get me on the internet because I wouldn't even do my own.
That's right.
All right.
Oh, all right. There we go. I knew we'd get you on the air. Boy, your voice is known along as to use your temporary number one, the Galactic Holonet. Your
He's
voice is known everywhere, buddy.
He's gonna have a camera for his computer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
We might have to change that, but we'll see. I mean, it's his show. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Well, but here's the thing. I mean, you guys do commercial breaks, right? You guys engineer this thing afterwards, and then you release this as a podcast later, right? I mean, you are just doing this hangout thing for the benefit of people who want to just check it out in real time on YouTube,
Correct.
right? But for all intents and purposes, this is an engineered podcast. So
Yes,
if we don't
very
get a
heavily
video of
engineered.
Barely. It sounds like it's a barely engineered podcast.
fair, it's more than mine. So
Montana would take offense to that.
we just need to record
Ooh.
it, right? Now, how are you guys recording this? Is this being captured by on Kyle's end or something? I just simply need to just join the hangout and go.
Well, as for the town hall, which next week will not be a town hall.
Oh,
Usually, it's all recorded by Audacity. You record on your own end, and Mom will send you the link,
The Dropbox link for you.
The
to-
Dropbox links to upload your audio to.
I was
Yes.
on last night. I was on. Was it last night? I don't know. It was Monday night. Monday night I was on. Was it Millennium Condor? Right.
Oh, nice.
So I was Zach's opponent because he needed. You know how every heavyweight champion and in this corner weighing 300 pounds and is 29-0 with 5 TKOs. You know how they got to 29-0 with allotted padded easy wins? That's what Zach did to me on Monday.
Oh no.
He intentionally put me on because he needed an easy win after nearly losing to
bullshit.
Blair.
No,
No, we had a good time.
easy win was me. I got 2.76.
Yeah, I
points.
think I scored 4.25. So I was.
you fucking crushed me.
My goal was to get Zach to actually answer one of my questions so I could say I scored 1 point. So
I
did
would have
far better
definitely
than I
gotten
thought.
the question that was who won the Indianapolis Regional, though.
Zach Matthews.
No.
No.
Oh, you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Staniszewski.
No.
Fucking wrong.
The very first event we had was known as the Indianapolis Regional, even though it wasn't officially regional yet. And Zach won that. And so the joke we kept making was who's won the Indiana Regional, even though there never was one. And we kept saying Zach was the answer because he actually did win that. And then he came on our podcast to talk about that. Blah, blah, blah. That's where I went. Sorry, but you're right. On top,
nobody really cares what Zach Matthews has to say anymore. He's old news, man. I mean, crates are like
old news.
Bad.
And how dare you offend our ace like that?
Yeah.
I don't even know if we want to have you on the show next week. You can just get the fuck out.
Hold on.
Just kidding.
Okay,
Just
so
kidding,
next
Gordon.
week, no. Next week when we're on the show, you're gone, and I'll just have Ryan on, and we'll talk about.
There you go.
We'll talk about it.
You can apologize profusely. Ryan, did you hear on Tomsky? Did you hear that? You get a free pass on next episode because he wants in here right now. He wants to chew your ass out. And I'm not going to let that happen on my show.
Still doesn't have his headphones on.
Ryan Staniszewski is a very angry man behind the scenes. I'm just saying. I've met him and stayed in a hotel room with him at Worlds. Whew. That guy.
You're a liar.
Ferdinand the Bull.
He
sits there.
His eyes literally turn red.
Ferdinand the Bull.
Brian is the most chill guy I know.
I play him weekly. He's too chilled out to be upset.
So we're going to come out of commercial break here. And we have Padre, Tommy, Jerry, and Gordon. That's our guests. The rest of you are going to be muted. I'm sorry until the end of the episode, or at least their answers have been chosen. All right. Excuse me. Thanks, commercial. Back to the OCX Radio Podcast. We have a whole new crop of people here for you on the Town Hall episode of the OCX Radio Podcast / Stay on Target real episode. Tonight we have with us none other than Tommy Buis.
It's Buis. I made you a graphic.
God damn it, Tommy. I will say your name however the fuck I pronounce it. You know better than that.
Like the car.
Here,
Buick.
I made you a graphic.
Buis.
Buis. It is Tom Buis.
Yes, Dion gets it wrong all the time, and I forgive him because he's bad, but you can do better.
How am I possibly going to be better than Dion? That's just physically
I'm
not.
giving you a low bar. Meet me halfway.
All right. I am better than Dion Morales in the fact that I can pronounce Tom Buis.
Great. Progress. All right, we're good.
Man, I'm almost tempted to mute you right now.
I earned it.
Also with us tonight is our Padre, our Holy Father, Mr. Robert Monroe.
Blessings upon you.
Hi, Padre.
What's up?
Also joining us tonight is some guy from some podcast. I think he's from Minot, Gordon Berg.
No, I'm from Wraith Squadron.
Wraith Squadron. Yeah.
That's a new one. We
always
haven't
keeping
heard
it
from
100.
him. Well, shout
thought
out
he was
to
a
Wraith
Birmingham
Squadron.
parent.
And bringing up the rear, as always, our favorite, our bald-headed friend, who used to not be bald-headed, Jerry Holt. How's it going, Jerry?
Come on, man. It was bald-headed and clean-shaven when the last time we met.
You had a beard the size of fucking Saskatchewan.
No, you're looking at Facebook because I shaved just before I went to the Worlds.
Nobody knew who you were when we went to Worlds because that's not what your Facebook picture looked like. And so, I mean, kudos to you. You didn't waste any fucking time at all at 8 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday.
Well, of course, man. Come on, I'm an OCXer.
Jerry, I'm like, I know who you are.
Come on, I mean, like when Chico came in that one night, right? As soon as he drove in, he came up, introduced himself. I'm like, I know who you are. Here, have a beer.
That always works. That always works.
Chico doesn't even have his headphones on, so we're gonna all effectively just mute him too.
Of course, we're going to ignore him because he's not paying attention. But that's just
He's looking at the computer very suspiciously. Oh, muted. There we go. Okay, guys. So the way we're gonna go about this, I don't think we have anybody new on the show except for Gordon from Wraith Squadron. But I don't think we really need to know his background. That's the word I'm looking for. There we go. So, Tom Buis.
Yo.
I want to know, what is your favorite setup?
My favorite setup.
That's a good question.
All right, so my favorite setup involves. Let's go ahead and put a jump master in my. Let's go diagonal facing left, about range 2 from the edge of the board on my board edge. So diagonal touching the back. Then to the right of that, let's go with 3 small base ships in a little triangle shape, 2 in the front, 1 in the back.
Yeah, he's like Picasso of the.
Yeah. I got it. Okay, Padre, what is your favorite setup?
Generally on the mat.
Within range 1, right?
What kind of question is that, Coach? I mean, God.
Okay.
It's like,
okay. Nope. I'm gonna revoke that question. That's bullshit. We're gonna start back over. Tom Buis.
Yo.
What are your 3 favorite obstacles?
My 3 favorite obstacles are, we're gonna go with the biggest rock from the original core set and the 2 smallest.
Okay.
I just used them for 3.5 years, so.
The dingleberry and the mustache.
No, old core set.
Padre.
Biggest
what are
rocks
your
there
favorite
are.
3 obstacles?
The biggest rocks there are for my biggest ships there is.
Moving left to right, we have Jerry. Jerry, what are your 3 favorite obstacles?
Screw the obstacles. I mean, it depends if you're running something that needs debris or something that needs rocks. For the setup, though, Drunken Swarm. Oh my God, it is so much fun.
I kind of feel like I need to know what the Drunken Swarm is.
So the Drunken Swarm, basically, in principle, is you set them around 21-degree arcs from the edge of the board, and you can move them between your range 1 to range 2 range. And then, depending on how the other person sets up, you can have a reactionary force and move anywhere on the board with your entire swarm. That range round 3, everybody's got arc.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon, the best Berg. What is your favorite 3 obstacles?
Yeah, it's either the 3 largest rocks or the 3 smallest, and definitely the mustache, because I'm always hitting it, no matter what, every game.
It's got a homing beacon for Gordon.
So no debris for Gordon the best.
Seriously, have any of you guys not hit the mustache in a game?
Oh, I've hit the
It's almost
mustache.
like it's a magnet.
Yep. You think that it's just so small, you don't have to even think about it. So you're like, yeah, I got this. And all of a sudden you clip it, which sends it flying up because it never sits still if you hit it.
It's a big old tiddlywink.
Side question then from Gordon the best.
All right. Yes.
Going right to left. Tom Buis, have you ever hit the mustache?
Probably. It sounds probably. Why not?
That's not really a good answer.
Look, I
Moving
played
on to Padre.
way too many games to remember if I hit the mustache that one time.
Who hasn't? Going on to Jerry. Have you ever hit the mustache?
Oh, yeah, no, I've hit the mustache.
And as coming from Gordon the worst, I pretty much hit the mustache every goddamn game. So next question comes from Kyle. He has his hand raised.
What?
I like that.
What is or was your favorite bedtime story?
Ooh, starting with Tom Buis.
Damn it. Like, I know exactly where this is going. I hate you so much.
I feel like this is a loaded question.
It really is. He just wants me to tell him how I really feel about Darth Plagueis the Wise. Have you heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Nobody's heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
It's not a story the Stay on Target podcast would tell you.
See, I came here to protect my show, and I'm failing miserably.
You are wrecking everything. Go ahead, Tom. Favorite bedtime story?
No, that was actually the answer. Sorry.
All right, so okay. He's good. Padre, favorite bedtime story?
When my kids were little, Good Night Moon. When they got older, Oh, the Places You Will Go.
Yay!
Good call. Jerry?
Oh, come on, man. I've been thinking about it for the last 10 minutes since you brought the question up, but I'm 3 alcoholic root beers in and a gin Caesar. 2 gin Caesars, sorry. Soon to be 3.
2 gin Caesars will suffice as an answer.
Yes.
Yes, no, they're amazing, guys. If you've
Who
never
needs
had
a
a gin
bedtime story when you can't remember it?
But
yeah,
you know,
who needs a
tomato
bedtime story?
and gin is a match made in heaven.
Gordon, the best?
My mother used to read me stories from Rudyard Kipling, and my favorite of all of those was Yellow Dog Dingo.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit. That's what my mom wrote me.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Wow, that's fucking weird, dude. No, I'm not gonna lie. I got goosebumps right now. That's weird.
Well, I am adopted, so obviously you're my brother.
Oh. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm not going to say no to that, but let's just say the Kroll family hasn't been exactly monogamous.
There you go.
Yep. And Gordon got all the looks then.
Wow, that's fucking weird, dude. That's weird. Okay, legit, that's weird. Okay, Chico, your questions. And please don't make it childhoodish.
Do we have to unmute?
I feel like Gordon.
You have to unmute him, Coach.
I can't unmute him. There you go.
I got it. But I got nothing. I was trying to go through the AMA that they did, and all right. So I'll ask a fluff question because I couldn't figure out anything X-Wing related. So in the AMA, they all told everybody to quit yelling at them about Corran Horn because they've all read I, Jedi, so don't send them any copies. So Star Wars book. What's the best Star Wars book out there?
Oh fuck!
I got my answer right away.
Tom, you gotta start over.
I bet
again.
it's Death Troopers.
No.
My favorite probably has to be the first of the Thrawn trilogy.
It was a damn good
I
one.
forget what it's called off the top of my head because I'm already terrible with names. Miracle, I remember my own, but the first of the Thrawn trilogy was fantastic before we really figured out how the heck Thrawn is supposed to be Thrawn. And I feel like it actually went into a little bit of how Thrawn looks at people's art to figure out their culture and how they think about life. And I just found that whole mess to be fantastic, especially the finale was just phenomenal.
And that was Heir to the Empire.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
It's like I'll know when I hear it.
Yeah, a whole
It's
series.
like if it's made in the past, I'll be like, that's wrong. I haven't gone through that one yet.
Have you read the rest of the Thrawn stuff?
No, I couldn't find it at the library with no actual effort.
So
And
there's
it's embarrassing because I work there. I just don't feel like putting any real effort into things.
so Outbound Flight was really good. Gave kind of his origin story, and then there's a I don't know what the hell you call a trilogy with only 2 books.
Duology?
Sure. There's one of those.
Slacker.
Specters of the Past and Visions of the Future.
Right, that one got kind of weird. I didn't get too far into that. Probably because you
Yeah.
guys kept harassing me at the hotel at Worlds.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But Outbound Flight was
I
really
don't know
good.
about
I'd recommend that.
harassing is the right word.
Yeah, we were throwing rocks at his window.
You were throwing rocks. I was drinking alcohol.
And eating pickles.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Well, the fucking pickles.
Robert, what is your
Hi.
favorite book?
You know, I read so many as a kid growing up. The movies came out, but the Timothy Zahn trilogy is probably the best written that has happened for Star Wars.
Nice.
And then that new book that they came out with the short stories just lately to celebrate the 40 year.
Oh,
That was a great read. But, that's not a novel. That's all short stories.
It's called From a Certain Point of View.
Correct. And it's absolutely a blast to read.
Awesome. That is on my my list of my next 5 books to read.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll love it.
Didn't even know about that. Next, what's it called again?
From a Certain Point of View.
From a Certain Point of View. Okay.
And it's just a collection of short stories, kind of. So if you remember the old books of Tales of Mos Eisley, Tales of Jabba's Palace, Tales of the Bounty Hunters, those style books, where it's a collection of short stories where they go like, here was the cantina scene. See all those background characters? We're gonna give all those motherfuckers a story, and they're all gonna kind of intertwine. So that's what I'm told that that this one does. It takes all of those stories and goes, fuck you, didn't exist, and rewrites them basically. So I'm told there are some that are complete rewrites. There are some that are just new random characters that they found and said, that person looks interesting, story. So
I would like to interrupt for a quick moment. Get the audiobook. It is read by a lot of great people, and it's really well done.
But I already have the physical book.
Why not both?
Yeah, Chico.
Yeah,
why not both?
But no, seriously,
some of the
audiobook
Patreon money.
Yeah, use.
Nope.
But
Yeah.
no, seriously, get the
So-
audiobook. It is spectacular.
My favorite book.
You're not in the question. We go
Well,
to Jerry
keep going.
next. We go
Oh.
to Jerry.
No, go ahead, Kyle.
I like the book Shadows of the Empire. I liked it because it brought you characters like Dash Rendar and Lebo and IG-88. Also, Princess Leia getting seduced by Prince Sizor and his blonde bombshell Guri. I mean, where would we be in the X-Wing community without any of those pilots, right? I mean, the book was good. It connected Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi and gave you some pretty iconic characters for our X-Wing game.
I definitely agree that the book was great. The video game was great.
Oh, the video game too.
Yeah, there was so much that came out of it from just one book. I was really impressed.
Jerry, you will be up.
Well, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, the entire EU was like absolutely amazing, right up until the Yuuzhan Vong War, and then I was just like, okay, I'm out.
They killed Chewie.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was like okay and everything else like that, but the whole story.
You are El Salvatore.
I agree. But I mean, it was just that whole aspect of where it's like they couldn't be affected by the Force, and it removed the Force from the entire genre. And after that, it just kind of sucked, right? But like for the new books, like I'm totally in on the audiobooks, and it's kind of funny that the OCX group is all of a sudden turned into the Book of the Month Club. Sorry, that's probably the June Caesar speaking, and I'm gonna
We
need
can do
nothing
that.
else.
We can be that part. We can be those people. Gordon
will allow me to be the voice of dissent.
Ooh.
I have been a lifelong, I wouldn't go so far as to say hater, but sure, let's go with hater. Hater of the EU. It started with the original thing that came out. What was it? Splinter of the Mind's Eye by Alan Dean Foster. I think that was the first Star Wars novel.
Yeah,
right after the first
that was
film.
the one that before they knew that the other movies were going to be a thing, right?
Right, and I hated that. And so each subsequent attempt that came out, I just wasn't a fan. And I probably couldn't stand anything worse than those Zahn novels and Thrawn. I thought the concept was cool, but and so I was just disappointed constantly to the point where it's like, I'm not even going to bother. And so I was kind of proud of my ignorance about the EU. The only exposure I got to any of that drew me in were on the video game side, right? When you played TIE Fighter and X-Wing versus TIE Fighter and all that stuff. Then the characters, so you get exposure to like characters like Kyle Katarn and stuff like that. But for the most part, no, I am not a fan, and I'm still not a fan. Now, that being said, I did get drawn in heavily through Rebels. And it made me realize what I've been missing with Clone Wars, because I couldn't get through the first season of Clone Wars. Just thought that was the worst ever. And everyone's collectively told me, write it out, and then it gets good in maybe season 3 or somewhere in season 2 or something like that. But I enjoyed Rebels so much, and I love the Ahsoka character so much that I am dying to read the Ahsoka book. But I want to do the backstory and get through all those shows first before I dive into that book and give it yet one more try.
But that's the only book is really good.
Well, but everyone is saying how amazing this stuff is, and as far as I'm concerned, it's been collectively shit. So we'll see.
Right,
but at least I want to give it a try.
So as a Rebels fan, how did you feel about Thrawn in that, if you weren't a fan of Thrawn?
The aesthetic I'm getting from the show is vastly different than the books. Now, let me back up and give a little bit of perspective. I am an insanely picky reader. There are so many books out there, and there's not enough time to waste on bad writing when you could spend what little time you have on good writing. Combine that with the fact that I'm a horrifically slow reader. My reading time is going to be devoted to either something amazing or not at all. I'm not going to, just because I'm a Star Wars fanboy doesn't mean I'm going to read it just because I'm going to learn more about the EU. I mean, case in point, Solo. I don't think that's a good example of putting your time and effort into that when that's the result. And I think the books are the equivalent of Solo across the board. So it's got to be amazing if it's going to get my time and attention.
I would completely agree with you for much of the EU books. It's like there was a lot of stuff. It's like really, you're gonna do it this way? Like Luke Skywalker can't use the Force because he broke his leg. That's the way you're gonna start this book. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I thought could have just been done away with, and I respect that fact of not wanting to just read stuff for the sake of it being there, because I am also an incredibly slow reader. So
I am going to release the mute band on this question. So Sarah, Tommy, please, Scott, if you have a opinion on the discussion right now, please add it.
What's the question again?
I'm going to go with something like it was, what's your favorite EU book? Or what's your favorite book of Star Wars?
Okay. I actually just finished reading the Thrawn trilogy myself, and I was like, that was fun. It was odd. It was good. But no, I would have to say the Tarkin book, the new one. Have you guys read that?
Tarkin's good. No, I've read Tarkin about 3/4 of the way through it, and it's totally good, right? It's just like, it totally makes Rogue One and all the other Tarkin scenes just so much more valuable.
Oh yeah, Catalyst was also really good. For me, I love learning about the lore, so I'm always looking to dive into these books because you learn more about the universe, you learn about characters. Believe it or not, the only series I've only hated is the Battlefront series. I completely hate them, including Inferno Squad. I hate it.
Yeah, see, after the Yusin Vong thing, I just gave up on actually picking up any more of the books. Like, I haven't read The Hive or anything else because it was just like, okay, this sucks.
Yeah,
This
no,
is not the
it was
Star
like,
Wars I wanted.
what do you mean they're immune to the Force?
Tommy, you there?
I've only read one Star Wars book.
What?
No, don't mock him.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm gonna one up.
I
I'm
restrained.
gonna one up him.
Oh no.
I've got a lot of other books I'm reading, so I've only read one so far, and that's Aftermath. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
And your takeaway?
It was okay.
It was okay. Okay.
You
It was
should
okay.
listen to you should listen to the audio version of it. We were listening to that on the way to Worlds, on the way home, and with the sound effects and stuff like that. You weren't riding with us?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Chicago and I.
Sarah?
I actually really enjoyed the Han Solo trilogy that was written by Anne Crispin. So I'd say book number 3 of that's probably my favorite Star Wars book.
Now, which of the 2 series was that? Is there were 2 series that happened at like the exact same time.
Okay, so apparently these were published in like 98 or so.
Oh my god,
okay,
so long ago.
What is her name?
Anne Crispin.
Yeah, I recognize the name.
So yeah, this is the Paradise Snare, the Hot Gambit, and Rebel Dawn.
Oh, those ones. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So Rebel Dawn's probably my pick.
So that's the one where he meets the weird cat character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an interesting character. It was like Chewie before Chewie was Chewie. That was an interesting series, and kind of like I really think it developed his personality really well. That this was the one where like I pulled a lot of stuff from this, and I was like, man, I hope they kind of throw some of this stuff into Solo, and like really raised my expectations because like that was the book that is where he became a TIE fighter pilot. He had a love interest, he had a companion, and all this stuff, and then his life just kind of fell apart, and then you go into the movies. So I thought it was a very fascinating book series. I very much agree with you.
Yeah, but like with the Solo thing though, is like you could see the transition between the 2 directors, right? Because I mean, you had that sequence of where he's like becoming a recruit at the same time, and they're like, we'll have you flying in no time, and then he's flying through the air, and it's like Private Ryan time. And the way the music worked, it was just like epic. It was like the little la da 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 la la la, and then all of a sudden it was just like bam, full on orchestration, Saving Private Ryan.
Well, I'm gonna give probably a harsh realization to all of you people, but your lovable and fuzzable host, Coach, has not read any of those books. I have read 0 Star
And
Wars.
you call yourself a Star Wars fan?
Do you read much at all?
I tell you, heresy.
I don't read shit.
This is why you subscribe to Audible and get books.
I would like to say that if you haven't read the Darth Vader comic book series that's been out, you're wasting your life. But I'm going to go with all the books that came out way back in the day that I now know about. Like, not now, but like for the last 15 years, like, oh, wow, there's a huge thing of Star Wars novels out there. And I'm like, I should read those because I like Star Wars. And I'm like, man, I like drinking a lot. And that's probably not going to happen. And that is basically how from like 13 to 27 happened for me. I would like to say Star Wars is a huge influence on me, and it is. But from those ages, alcohol and women and boobs and other stuff was a lot more of a priority for me. I am definitely picking up on a lot of, wow, I should have read this stuff. But the number one thing of owning a comic book store is, wow, there's these days at least, there's a lot of Star Wars comic book. Yeah,
Speaking in cursive again.
I had to get my mind around it. There's a lot of great Star Wars comic book titles. Darth Vader, Thrawn. There's a lot of good kids ones.
So, is it easy to say then that you're into the graphic novels of Star Wars?
Oh,
I would say personally, I'm into nothing but the movies, and that's shallow for me to say, but literally my only Star Wars has been the movies / X-Wing. That's the only Star Wars content I've been allowed to have. When I say allowed, I mean like time-wise, exposed to. Did I know who Kyle Katarn was? Yes, I did because of the video games I played back in high school. But all these other characters, all this other stuff, through this podcast and through this game, I have learned so much from X-Wing, from Star Wars that I never even knew.
I have a question though, Coach.
Go ahead.
So while you were getting drunk and chasing titties, were you doing it with the BattleTech book in your hand? Because I remember you reading quite a few of those.
Nope, that was all pre-college, baby.
That was all pre-college.
The only book I had in my hand was Playboy.
For the articles.
For the articles. I mean, Robert Redford, come on. They wrote good articles in that. No, oh man, I was such a bad nerd. Yeah.
What's the next question?
Next question is shout-outs, boys and girls.
It is shout-outs.
No, wait. For those of you who didn't get to answer the question, do you or do you not want to see prequel ships added as a faction?
That's
what I want.
Absolutely.
No, they can totally.
Okay. Padres, absolutely yes.
Yeah, I just for the think of how many different ships that they can release with that. Think of the epic ships that they can throw into that. I mean, the epic ships alone are worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
I agree with Padre, right? I mean, come on, there's a reason why the droids have Calculate and the Jedi have Force, and that's because the prequels are coming.
Confirmed. It's almost as confirmed as Half-Life 3.
Well, exactly. I mean, like, the Epic's going to be awesome because I'm a huge Epic player. I'm the only OCXer with Epic tokens from the...
What? Set them straight.
I really don't want to say what's the question again, but I'm like, what's the question again?
Do you want the prequels in X-Wing?
Okay, so give me an example, like the frickin' Naboo fighters or something?
No, like Clone Wars.
Yes, do you want
Will the
Wars factions to
be a faction in X-Wing?
All right, okay, so forgive my ignorance, but we already have the ARC 170, so what am I missing?
No.
The Separatist droid.
The droids. You need all the droids, right? And the droids are going to have Calculates, and the Jedis are going to have Force, and they'll just...
Oh, God, no. That'd be an insanely bad design idea.
Jedi Starfighters.
I'm also out on this. This also sounds bad.
You've got a hard enough time keeping them relevant with 3, and so color me nervous if they're going to break the First Order off as its own thing. And
well, they are.
I know.
Yeah.
So
But the thing that you're forgetting is that all of the new kits that are going to be coming out here are going to have 3 kits in them, right? So they'll probably do time eras. So you'll have Jedi versus droids, and you'll have like Empire versus Rebels, and you'll have Resistance versus First Order.
I'm not saying, but then what you're then countering with, well, then let's go ahead and fix our mistakes that we're now already introducing into the game. It is all I'm saying is it's difficult to balance it. And even though you've got the tools in place to do so, why even open that door in the first place?
Well, it's only because Disney's going to ask for it, right? They paid for the whole franchise. If they don't actually do stuff from the Clone Wars, then, it's just Disney's not interested in that. They want a company that can.
I'm going to butt in here. Right now. It totally floors me that literally, like, most of you said yes to the prequel factions.
Well, I'll
Why
counter
wouldn't we
that.
want them?
And I think I have a fairly strong position on this.
Okay.
Is that I wasn't a big fan of the prequel movies, but I will forever be a fan of starship battles, no matter what starships are involved, no matter who's flying them. If it was Naboo fighters versus droids, I'll try spinning. That's a cool trick. Fucking cool. And fucking the Jedi starfighters against the droids, and every one of those starships that was out there is like every little character and their specialized starships, and Maul Sith infiltrator, and the Naboo chromed out to the max like every Harley rider these days.
What about the
like
Ewok
all of them
lighter? Can
cool.
we have
I fucking
Yes.
No,
You
no,
have
it's
to have
not
the
about the
Ewok
UX lighter, though, guys. It's about the same thing that Chris is talking about. You got to admit that, like, a 12 droid swarm would be pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Against
They'd
two
have to
Jedi?
be really bad, though.
The droid
Well,
strike
It's not
fighter?
like constantly. You have to have like 20 of these things.
Yeah, but
to
you got,
really
like,
feel like
calculate,
we had
right?
Clone
You've got the
Wars.
You guys
Force
are
with
having
the
two
Jedi.
different conversations. You're talking about what would be thematically cool versus what is going to be practical from the lens of a competitive player.
And I will
That's tough to
cancel
get an
all of
intersection.
your dreams right now. I, as a store owner, will legitimately say no to that.
Oh, come on, Coach.
Too
You
much
know you're gonna
product
sell
in
them
the store?
interest to
No.
all those
Hear
guys
me
that
out.
don't play games.
Hear me out. That means I'm already having to sell 5 factions. Right? I'm having to sell 5 factions of X-Wing. You're going to add 7 more, which means I have to buy
2 more.
an equal amount of everything plus 2.
12 factions.
No.
Unlimited.
I get you,
X-Wing
Coach. but
40K.
Catch the thing is,
It could happen.
No, I want to hear Jerry on this. I want to hear Jerry. Jerry, go ahead.
But see, Coach, I get you on this completely. But I mean, the fact of the matter is that that there's people that just come in and buy the miniatures just so they can have the miniatures and put them up in their window.
No.
Yeah. People don't do that.
In the big cities, yes. In the big cities, they do. I don't live in a big city.
Oh, dude, I don't live in a big city. Come on.
I know.
I'm in
But
one of the
what I'm
largest cities
saying
in
is,
Canada, and we're only
if
at
they
1.25
If
million.
they want to put out models, that's fine. I've always heard the argument of X-Wing is so big because the models are so great. Yeah, models are great. I guarantee you the people who buy the models for just the models, maybe 0.5%.
Yeah, but the problem is it's Disney, Coach. And the big thing with Disney is that Disney paid for the full franchise, right? And that includes the Clone Wars, no matter how lame they were. And you know that they're going to develop it. But this is where the store kits are going to come in, because they're going to have 3 different types of store kit things to do, right? So you're going to have a mixture of epic stuff. You're going to have a mixture of like Clone Wars era stuff. And they seem really determined to put things into certain groups. I mean, for the 106 tournament games, it's going to be wide open. But I mean, it's going to be manageable because, the droids are only going to have calculate, and they're probably only going to have 1 attack die.
No, it's not going to happen. Disney's already trying to run away from the prequels as fast as they possibly can. In fact, I guarantee you, if in the next 10 years there isn't a redo of Episode 1, 2, and 3,
There better be a remake.
I'm pretty sure there will be a remake of 1, 2, and 3. And
Like a actual
You mean they're going to
remake
get rid of
or
the
re-edit?
Metachlorians?
Yes.
Now, see, the thing is they've already got rid of the Metachlorians, and that's one of the big saving graces of The Last Jedi. Is The Last Jedi showed that the Force manifests through everybody.
The retailers will stop selling their product. As I will. I will stop selling their product if they do that. If they put out prequels and 2 other factions involved in X-Wing, I will stop.
I call
Because
bullshit.
I can't sell it. I can't sell it.
And I think
all I gotta think is Warhammer, and that's the biggest bullshit.
It's Warhammer, and they're spreading themselves too big. Too big. You're talking about 5 factions right now.
But you don't want like
You expand it to
$10,000 on your shelves because you have to support every faction for
I have
40K.
to support everyone who supports every faction. That's why Warhammer's dying right now. Warhammer's
not
back.
dying. It's actually getting really big right now with 8th edition.
Oh, really?
Right? Isn't it?
Tell me, who's number 1? X-Wing or Warhammer?
I don't know.
X-Wing.
We're not data analysts.
X-Wing has been the number 1 miniatures game for the last 3 years, guys.
Okay, so you're saying it's big and it's growing, right? So there's demand, right? So if they add new factions that people are asking for, like Clone Wars factions, people will buy them.
What I'm saying is FFG doesn't have to do shit except for put out models repainted and they're done.
If that attitude was correct about there's a demand for it, then I don't think we'd hear about all of this bitching about how people have to pay for these faction upgrade kits and stuff like that. I think those are synonymous schools of thought. I think people would be excited about it and they'd be looking to buy more. Instead, we're hearing a backlash. I don't think people want more factions.
Yeah, the thing about giving the customer what they want, a lot of them don't even know what they want. So to shoot from the hip and give everybody what they want because they said it is a terrible business plan.
I'm going to go to all of you in saying that I'm not saying that the prequels won't be a faction ever. They will be once FFG plateaus. Once FFG plateaus, they're going to go, hey, guess what? New factions.
Yeah, Coach, we're on agreement with you there. I mean, they've got all of the stuff that they've already put out that we're getting in the upgrade kits that they're going to have to release all the new miniatures with. So, I mean, we're looking at least a year to 2 years down the line before they even think about adding another faction such as the prequels.
Right.
They're there because they have Calculate in the Force now.
They're there in case FFG royally fucks up X-Wing.
Well, that's the reason why they did 2.0 is because now we have the Force and we have Calculate. Calculator for droids, the Force is for the Jedi. So that means that in the future, about 3, maybe 4 years down the line, once they re-release...
To tell you the truth, I think FFG would have been just fine keeping with 1.0. Money-wise. Come on.
No,
everyone look at it. Nope, stop. Everyone look at it. They would have been just fine.
Well,
they would have lost a couple. They would have lost a couple. They would have been just fine. They could have released. They could have released expansion after expansion after fix after fix after fix. They'd have been fine.
I want to
go ahead.
I want to make sure that those of us that have to go to bed make it to the Yub Nub, and then the conversation continue after that. I've got people I want to thank.
Oh, okay. Time out. All right. As Gordon the Worst, I would like to thank a lot of people, but we're going to start off with Kyle the Sleuth and his shoutouts tonight.
Okay. So I definitely want to give a shout out to all the listeners and the people that, I get a good laugh out of by reading all the things in the groupie chat all the time. Holy cow. Some hilarious crap out of there. Like, I startled my wife today with how loud I laughed when I saw the shirtless picture of the rainbow nippled Chico Brown.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my god!
Epic,
you can't
dude.
unsee that.
No, that's Sunterfell all
You don't
dark
want
card
to unsee
worthy
that.
right there. No, you don't.
I'm looking.
The only thing that
Go ahead.
the only thing that he could have done to made that better was hold a slushie in his hand while doing it.
Oh, Jesus.
But sipping on the straw. But I just want to thank the Patreon supporters of the show for all the stuff that we're going to be able to do moving forward with rewards and things like that. And mainly the Patreons, they bought me a shot for my birthday, and it so happened to be tequila. So thank you for that. And the night was fantastic. And yeah, and I'm glad that everybody that wanted to be on the show tonight made it on.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's people that wanted to make it on and couldn't, but try next time. So, salute out.
All right. I want to go ahead and thank all the people out there that are trying to make this summer fun. I know there's there's a lot of people that just like stay on target that are just kind of waiting it out, get to 2.0, and we're gonna have a blast at 2.0. And, that's great. Do your thing. But there's a lot of things that I want to do this summer. Flying ships that I bought and I still haven't flown. Might as well fly them before 2.0 comes along. And this last weekend had a great tournament with a bunch of locals and some guys that drove in. Had a blast. Tom, you were there. It was a great weekend, and we almost we had more fun just hanging out and just having fun with each other than we did playing the games. I mean, most of us didn't even play our last game. We all conceded and played some other board game that I had. So just get out there and have some fun. I mean, whether it's this or finally getting in a game of Epic, just enjoy yourself until 2.0 comes out. I mean, store champs are here and people are going to try hard, but go have some fun.
Can I chime in real quick?
Go for it.
This may be counter to what I've been saying about how we're on hiatus until 2.0 comes out, but that's got mostly to do with, do we have anything to add of contributive value, not just recording just for the sake of recording. But there is still lots to be done. Like you said, play stuff that you haven't played before we're going to just set that stuff aside forever. I guarantee you all of us have ships we've never even played, right? Now's the time maybe to do that. But there's other work to be done. For example, when I was there's a guy, Brian Thiel. He's a buddy with
Yeah.
He's buddy with Phil Horning, stuff like that. He is an engineer for Ford, and occasionally they send him down here to Louisville to work on stuff. And every time he comes to town, he and I get together and we'll play. We're in our local store playing, and there is a guy there who's playing maybe his second or third game of X-Wing ever. He's gotten the bug, and he's teaching it to his friend who's never played. And what would you do if you came across those kind of people? You don't shit all over that parade and say, oh, X-Wing 2.0. No, you bring them along. Yeah, exactly. I've got a friend that tonight was a board game night for me, and I was with my friend. His favorite #1 game is Netrunner. And what just happened with that?
Oh, man.
And he is an LCG game player, and he has been trying for years to cultivate a group. And he is always commenting about he looks upon the Star Wars community with envy because they always seem to have lots of players playing the game, where every time he's trying to get the equivalent in his games, it keeps dying out on him. And I said, if you're looking for a new game, would you like to come play X-Wing? well, I suck at it, and it's you guys are so good at it and everything. I said the ground floor, it's about to be reset. We're about to hit 2.0. All you need to do is learn how to fly a little bit, and then you'll be on the same playing field as everybody else. He got excited because suddenly he realized he's got a new group. I actually convinced him he could borrow my ships. He doesn't have to pay for any of this, and he's now got an instant game. On top of that, we've all been playing Imperial Assault. There's been a huge renaissance with that. So it's a good time right now. We're fine.
I completely agree, Gordon.
Now mail me my card.
Suck it.
Yeah, Coach is gone. So I'll just carry on to that. I know you were mentioning playing ships that you've never flown. I've never flown a U-wing. This last weekend, I finally flew the Upsilon and the TIE Striker together, and it was awful. And I flew the Resistance Bomber finally for the first time. I mean, there's just so much out there, and not to mention just like
you
pilots and upgrades I've never touched.
You flew Bob?
Yeah. I just picked up Staniszewski's list and took it to a charity tournament to force everybody to pay their dollars for rerolls. So yeah, and I'm trying to figure out like store championships, like how much I want to try hard and just make sure I get those 2.0 cards because I'm a sucker for swag, but then also fly stuff that's just fun. Like I'll probably try hard at one, get my swag, and then just go to the other ones and just tank with just cheeky bullshit. Coach, wrap us up.
I'm back here, baby.
All right, do your stuff, then we can yub nub. And I can go.
All right, hold on.
Okay, Chris, I was trying to get at. Well, actually, are we discussing next week or no? Because
hold on, that's just show.
We'll get to that.
Save your shit.
That's like actually part of the actual podcast. That's like the other crap, right?
Man, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take a picture right now of what this is. This is what OCX is. Inviting people in who don't get an opportunity to come on to a podcast. I know a lot of people hold podcasts in a highlight. Oh, podcast, oh my God. Oh, I still want to emphasize that OCX is always an open community X-Wing project. Like, we invite anyone. If you want to be on the show, you can be on the show. Like, we're not elitist fucks here. If you're nervous, if you're like unsure of yourself, fuck that. Just message me and we'll get you on the show. One of our gold standards was when we started this podcast that we were going to get anyone who wants to be on the show. If they have something to say it, man. Like Pugs right here, right, Pugs?
Yep.
Yeah, baby. I would like to say that we've made semi X-Wing famous people like Snapshot Sarah, right, Sarah?
I mean, people knew who I was before OCX, but it definitely
fuck
helped.
you! You know what? God damn it! Be a part of the program and just say yes.
Thank you. No, I have had a really fun time on the episodes I've been on, so thank you.
Yeah. What I was getting along is man, I feel like the X-Wing community is getting to be super, I don't know, one this, one that, I'm here, I'm there. It's not supposed to be that. Who in the fuck is clicking right now?
Pug.
Pug.
Bugs, the amateur is fucking my goddamn monologue up. God damn it, Scott. You're gonna get muted.
Oh no.
But no, I just wanted to say, what was I supposed to say here? I got it on my rant.
Something's firing.
You're not allowed to just let me come in.
He loves your community.
Oh, we're yub nubbing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if anyone has any serious shoutouts, go ahead.
Shout out to FFG for revitalizing my love of the game. Because seriously,
Nice.
I was ready to quit right before Worlds, and then they announced second edition.
She was gonna rage quit FFG.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're alone, Sarah.
I was way too sick of Miranda. It was Miranda's fault. You can blame it on her.
Please.
Anyone else have any shoutouts? Nope. Okay. Good. I'm gonna give my shout out. My shout out segment is what I like to call it. Because I am Gordon the worst. I would like to thank all my guests on tonight, guys. Seriously, we're not OCX without you. So, OCX is worldwide, and I just thank you for listening. I thank you for participating. That's what I ultimately like. Nope. Fuck this. Fuck, I just remembered it. Bad list submission. Motherfuckers. We're not skipping out on it. We're not. I'm looking it up right now. Shit, Gmail. I'm not gonna do this. I've bitched about this way too many times. Let's see. Catch heard the call for a bad list submission for Store Champ season. And Catch delivers. The Imperial Navy was hosting an annual officers' regatta when the call came through. The rebels were attacking the shipyards of Fondor. Rather than let the local garrison engage the attackers, they decided to handle the problem themselves. Canoe Squadron would restore law and order to the galaxy. Oh, God. Oh, no. So, Canoe Squadron consists of none other than a Schmittar Squadron pilot, TIE bomber with a TIE shuttle upgrade, hull, courier droid, and Darth Vader. Oh, man, Darth Vader's coming out of nowhere. Another TIE Squadron pilot, TIE bomber shuttle, twin ion Mark II engine, courier droid operations specialist. We all know what that does. Again, the Schmittar pilot, TIE bomber engine, blah, blah, blah. Same verse second as the fleet officer comes in. Copy once again, a systems officer. Copy once again, a tactician. Comes in at an even, I think, 100 points. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the exact same pilots and upgrades, except for we have Darth Vader, Operations Specialist, Fleet Officer, Systems Officer, and a Tactician.
We don't have to worry about it.
So, I guess your 2 attack die is really going to make... you're really going to have to make sure one or many of those 2 attack dice don't hit. Fuck, Catch.
Okay, so Marcel took 3 jump masters, which have 2 attack dice each, and 2 of them with op spec. So obviously, 5 bombers with op spec works.
Yeah, the math adds up. It's easy.
I mean, if one of them misses, they just never take damage.
Yeah, 2 times 5 is more than 2 times 3.
Holy shit! Yeah.
It's a lot of hit points to go through.
And you have 10 in, what is it? You have 10 in final salvo.
You beat triple Wookiees in salvo.
Okay.
Drunken Swarm in your set.
Can we legitimately say, fuck you, Catch? This is not a bad list. This is legit.
I might try it.
It's not a meta list. It's at best B tier. It's not good, but it's hilarious and it's usable in like a store championship.
Yeah, well, it might be worth 20 Hawks, though.
I could see...
20 Hawks sounds good.
20 Hawks. 20 naked Hawks.
I know.
No. Actually,
big.
no. Follow
I
those
don't
focus
think so.
tokens.
Where did Chico go?
I think he went AWOL.
to bed.
Holy shit! Everybody went to bed. It's just us, boys.
Yeah,
And
you didn't yub nub or
Wait,
nothing.
we didn't even yub nub yet.
I know.
Well, fine. Fuck them then. We all get to yub nub. But holy shit, dude. Okay, so we have 20 naked hawks. I think that's low.
Well, the thing is look at the
35.
hit points. So,
That's an illegal list.
35 is fucking crazy. Yeah, it's illegal.
Well, you got
It's
5
it's an
scimitars.
illegal
What,
list.
that's like, 36 hit points?
I'm gonna go with 26 naked hawks.
All right.
I don't know.
I think 26
if
naked
you-
hawks could do it.
I think if you get double digits of any ship in the game, you probably just start winning because you clog up the board. Like, how many
One straight.
you have to put there until your opponent can't pick a maneuver?
Well,
Hang
no,
on, are
there's
these
there's
Scott
always the
Hawks or
three
Rebel
forms.
Hawks? Because the
I've
initiative
played a game.
matters.
I've legitimately played a game as Dash where my opponent had 5 strikers, and I actually did not have a maneuver on my dial that would not be blocked.
Oh no!
So when you
Even
get up
with
to 20 hawks,
Oh no!
Sarah's like, no, I'm gone. I'm out.
So what you're saying is you're fortressing across the map.
yes.
Okay, so we've done the bad list submission. I'm pretty.
Let's do the yub
fucking
nub and
pissed.
then
No,
you can
one
do
more,
your show.
One more thing. One more thing. So apparently, the share a coke with Coach is taking off like mad. It's viral. It's crazy. It's
It's 2 people, Coach.
3. 3.
Sorry, Coach, that's complete and total bullshit because I can't play in Canada because we don't have the fucking names on the car and the Cokes.
You know,
Oh,
we have.
And I
there's a
told
thing
you I'm
called
writing your
duct
song
tape
for you.
and a marker.
Well, then send me one,
Say,
Padre. I'll
"Share
give you
a
my
Coach."
address.
Yeah, whatever. We are working on the new song. And then
Who is? I thought I was.
out soon. But if anyone does find a Coca-Cola that says share a coat, God damn it. Share a coat with
Coke.
Coach, please share it with the OCX Aces Facebook page, or just message me and make my day better, because it really does. Anyway,
Well, that means
I
you gotta
think
share them, Coach.
I'll share them. I'll share. I'm good like that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the OCX Radio Podcast, and what we do at the end of the OCX Radio Podcast is we yub no this baby.
Wait. This is stay on target. We've got to end
Oh,
stay on target.
oh no.
Like we end stay on target. Do we even know how we end stay on target?
Like dun, dun,
wait. I think we do. Who just talked right now?
Well, that was me, but I'm not too sure if that's stay on target one of the other 12 podcasts I listen to.
Okay, I'm just gonna take it over because I know because I listen.
Let's go through each person. Let's see.
Wait, what are we doing?
Trying to end the show like we were stay on target.
You don't go through every person. You're just like, and this is stay on target, telling everyone to stay on target.
Okay, maybe that is what we do. All right, so yup nub.
That sounds about right.
Nub nub. And then nub nub. Gordon is on the show.
Gordon's the best.
So is everyone else, and we love them also too.
Beautiful.
This
That was a work of art tonight, Coach. Man, I gotta tell you what, that's Emmy award winning tonight.
You know what? I went from
It's the first year coming.
low of low. I
We
like
could go
guys.
for full EGOT with this.
I'm not gonna lie. I was in a shitty fucking mood today. Like,
No, were you really? We couldn't tell by the beginning of the show.
See, Coach, this is why I'm fighting on the internet, right? Because I'm a progressive conservative, right? So it means I'm progressive and I believe in women's rights and shit like that, but I also believe in conservative principles of don't spend my fucking money.
internet high five, buddy.
Yeah, big time, brother. I mean,
Yeah.
Nice job, Tom.
it's hard to be a progressive conservative in this sort of environment when you've got a bunch of jackasses that are way too far on the right or way too far on the left that are doing all the bullshit that they're doing, right? The simplest
That's why we
principle
have
we realize
OCX.
is that we have a you, right? And the U is we've got the extreme right, and we've got the extreme left, and we've got everybody else, right? Well, the thing is the extreme right and the extreme left are closer together to each other than they are to the center.
What's the
And
difference
center is
between
us.
extreme right and extreme left?
Well, extreme right and extreme left.
I got an answer. Don't answer it. Just pretend. Say what?
What?
Their uniforms.
Yeah, I know. Brown shirts are no.
Hey,
Have you watched Circle of Evil in Netflix? It goes through each one of Hitler's elite.
Just letting you know that I'm probably running for Congress in the state of Iowa in the next 2 years.
Well, see, the thing is, Coach, is this is the fact about democracy.
I don't believe you.
The fact about democracy is that you can run and you can win.
I'm
And
running
rather
against
have
Steve
you and
King, so pretty sure I'm going to win that one.
Yeah, because I mean, like, look at it. Okay, so Donald Trump is the president. That means anybody can
Sarah.
be the president.
Sarah, who was your governor a couple of years ago?
I don't fucking know. I don't follow politics.
Seriously?
Jesse Ventura.
It was called Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, but Jesse Ventura was great.
As the rest of us know him as Jesse the
Body
Ventura.
Hey, Coach, I got a question for you.
Sure.
All right. Have you started collecting your stuff for our friends down under?
Yeah, I'm going to go with a super political answer and going, I'm working on that.
Okay. I've
but
already
in
started pulling the stuff.
In reality, am I sending them 2.0 stuff or not?
No, you're pulling together anything you can get your bloody. Do you not read your PMs that I send you?
Coach, you gotta send them
skim
2.0 stuff.
What I'm saying is, like, I really want to send them 2.0 stuff.
Okay.
You have to send them 2.0 stuff.
So, yes.
I don't have to, but I should.
No, you need to, because the thing is that, like, I mean, oh, great, we send them all of our leftovers. Great, thanks, guys.
Well,
at least we know we're loved by you.
So
but
look,
you gotta send them the 2.0 shit so they can play it.
Yes, but not everybody is going to donate 2.0 stuff. I am donating the 2.0 stuff that I get from this weekend
Padre.
down to there.
Padre.
Yeah, but see, the thing is I'm trying to talk in the local game store where we play our beer and
Padre.
to bring shit in. So I'll get you covered.
Yes. What is it? Hair Coach.
Padre.
Yeah.
After Luke gets done scribing the 2.0 stuff on the back of the OCX templates, I'm sending him Mark's way.
Okay.
Is that where we're sending it to, or are we sending it somewhere else?
We've got a whole bunch of places that we're sending to. We got to
Okay.
send one down to AJ. We got to
And
send
one to Mark. I'll split them. How about that?
Okay.
I'm taking a loss on the store to do this. I'm just letting you know.
I understand that. You were just going to put up something in your store though to get other stuff too. I thought,
I was.
but now you're not.
No. Yes, I am.
Okay.
But
I heard you lamenting at the beginning of your show that you have 54 items in your fire right now.
oh
And-
god, man.
Yeah.
You're
And-
lucky. You're lucky you got the fucking drug assists, and I'm gonna be super fucking down in the dumps if you don't get them.
Coach, I'm trying to help you out here.
No, I know, but it's these last 2 weeks has just been shit, man.
I understand that. Why don't you use us? Especially when you got a guy saying, let me help you.
I know, but just trying. Also, we're trying to keep the new stuff coming. Like target locks are coming. Target locks are coming. They are for
2.0.
Jesus Christ. Patrons. Gee, they're coming. I have a design now. I'm sending them to Andrew. Jesus Christ, I hope I can get them approved and sent this week. But Gordon.
Yes,
Gordon,
sir.
this is what you get to deal with, baby.
Not really.
Yeah, I know.
Show's gonna last maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll call it a night.
Fuck you.
Thanks for turning in.
You're gonna get to have all this fun with none of the hardships.
I mean, what's the worst they're gonna do? Cancel a show that isn't mine? Nope. Wash my hands of this. We're good.
And Gordon, now that the boys are not here, please wreck the fucking shit out of the show. I mean, just wreck it.
No.
Like,
I will take.
You know they can see the show, Coach, right?
Oh, really? Are they going to watch 2.5 hours in? No.
Chico and Kyle are going to do the heavy lifting. I'm going to take all the credit. Win-win.
So just like stay on target.
Exactly.
Oh. Okay.
It is.
I ask a question. You say something. It doesn't matter what you say, and then I tell you how much of an idiot you are. Done.
Perfect.
We have a show.
Perfect.
That is a fantastic show.
Wait.
Sounds like the show in a nutshell.
That's what I do.
It's what I do. Oh, you stole from me.
Well, yeah, I
You
steal
see,
from the best,
OCX
baby.
invented it.
But who is the
Revisionist
OCX?
history? Okay, great.
Who is the OCX? That's a very good question.
I want to say it's
I would
you,
say
Coach,
it's
but-
me, but I think it would be lying. It's all of you. That's who OCX is.
Well, yeah, because we've taken it over.
Exactly.
No, it's because
Hey.
we have all shares in the
Oh,
OCX. What? Are we still going?
Sarah and Padre
Yes.
get together OCX 2.0.2.
Well,
Point
yeah,
one.
we have already talked about doing that for Gen Con,
Okay.
right?
Wait, we did?
I mean,
You were drunk at the
like-
time, Sarah.
it's not like you can't do it earlier.
Well, okay. When do you want us to do it?
We would like a vacation every once in a while.
What?
Okay.
A vacation?
And it's super awesome that we have people to take over.
Wait, so now you're stealing from Scum and Villainy with their B team concept.
No, you're not B team. You're 2.0.
Clearly different.
Clearly different.
We're kind of like Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
I don't know if you guys have looked at your download rate compared to our download rate, but I'm pretty
Was it
sure
high?
we should probably have more
What-
2.0.
Was it high? It was very
Was
high.
it high? Was it very
you're
high?
like the second rated highest podcast we have. You're like almost 800 downloads that week.
No way.
hmm
No, I'm checking it right now. Yeah, 731 downloads. Most other episodes are getting like 500 to 600.
I'm not lying. I don't lie. I siege a lot, but yeah, no, I'm not joking.
Just tell us when you want to do a vacation. We'll step
let's
up
shoot
for it.
for. All right. Well, I'll come up with the date. I'm pretty sure all of us could have a break.
Yeah, we can help you guys out.
But next week, I'm taken care of, right, Gordon?
My goal is to get over 100 downloads. I got you.
Oh well, fuck. You could do that with just no.
Showing up
No.
on the stream.
I want 800 downloads off your episode, Gordon.
Then it's the all-women show. I need Fergie. AJ, you're in. You're still listening.
I'm still here.
Boys. Sam or Jesus Scott.
Yeah, Sam. I'm definitely Sam.
Scott.
Yes.
How did we do?
Less of a train wreck than I was expecting, honestly.
A lot less train wreck?
Yeah, a lot less than a train wreck. Like I was expecting, like mass hysteria, cats and dogs living together.
Oh. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It is a good thing. It's a very good
Okay,
thing.
it's a good thing. All right.
Yeah, no.
See,
Well, that's because the Gordon rule was in effect.
yeah, the
That's
Gordon
true.
rules in place.
The Gordon rule, if it isn't there, I'm like, oh no, this is
Next
cats
week
and
we're going to
dogs.
call it the Aaron rule, where I
Ooh.
can't. I'm not going to drink at all. I have to
No.
stay sober.
If that's in the reverse, you have to drink hard alcohol.
No,
Oh,
that is
no,
not happening.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I'm
no.
That
pretty
is
sure
not
how
happening.
that rule works.
No.
Like you have to show the bottle of Jameson that you're going to drink for that night.
On the camera that I'm not going to have. Got it.
Oh wait, quickly, Coach, you wanted access to the Discord, like the Discord I was talking about, because I'm just posted in the group chat, the groupies.
All right.
Invade it.
Got
Please don't fuck everything up. I am available to just burn everything.
What
But
is
no.
this Discord about? Like,
No, it's just X-wing.
No, that's
Everything.
fine.
Yeah,
Hey,
no, like feel free.
I'm not as bad of a guy as I may have. Oh,
Your
there it is.
persona betrays you.
I know it. You know what the
Hey, look,
problem
guys.
is. You know what the problem? Oh, Padre, you taking off?
Yeah, I got to get a shower. I got to get to bed. I got some traveling to do tomorrow.
Good
Don't
night,
forget
buddy.
Mass Padre.
I'm gonna head off too. Thanks for letting
We're
me
gonna
on the podcast.
Tom,
Hey,
thank you for being on, buddy.
Tom.
Way to get
Sir?
on another podcast, Tommy, since I won't let you on our show anymore.
I know it sucks.
Tommy, make sure you look me up tomorrow or
wait,
Friday.
That's right. You
Yeah, I'm
guys know
driving
each
up
other.
Thursday. I'm driving up Thursday night or evening, one of the two.
Yeah, I'm the guy who'll be wearing the gray OCX shirt, and he has a cane.
Okay.
In all seriousness, Coach, thank you for taking care of Tommy. I'm very protective of him, and if you'd given him a hard time, I would have reached to the internet and bitch slapped
you
him. But you
missed
did
the
a great job.
beginning.
No,
Did they give you a hard time?
You obviously missed the beginning.
No.
You obviously missed the beginning.
Oh,
Yes, you did.
They did, and I was
Hey.
doing the Jim Halpert face the whole time.
So we're trying to figure out why he sounds like he's from Australia. And he claims that he's from Ohio, and then everyone just claims that, like, we don't know where your accent comes from.
That's not an accent you're hearing.
I think you missed a key point of Tommy's introduction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
rewind the episode. and
So
start
if I
over.
don't like what I hear when I catch up on this episode, we may have to renegotiate next week.
No. Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here. So.
Or I can address it while I'm hosting. Yeah, I'll go with that.
I can be on there too, you know.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
think I may let you on again, Tom.
Yay!
Just let all the groups in.
I thought exactly it. 2.0, baby.
Gordon, the world is your oyster, baby.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
Good night,
luck.
Padre.
Good night, Padre.
We'll win one this weekend for OCX. All right.
Do it, Padre.
Do that,
it.
please.
Just
And
do
wear
it.
the
Stay on target.
full face.
I will maybe see it in Canada if Canada has internet access.
I
But
don't.
where in
Is that
Canada
a
are you
myth?
going, Coach?
Good luck with that. Good night, all.
I'm not going to be in
Right.
Jerry's Canada.
No, you're not in my neck of the woods, but or what, are
I'm
you in
gonna be
Winnipeg, or
very far
Manitoba?
away from Jerry's Canada.
Winnipeg, Ontario.
I'm going on the Manitoba-Ontario border.
Yeah. There's good fishing there, brother, and you're gonna have a
I
great
know
time.
that. I know it is. I've been going there for 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like there's good fishing in Calgary. Don't get me wrong; it's some of the best fly fishing you can ever do for rainbow trout. But you know,
We don't fish for rainbow trout. We go walleye, baby.
Yeah. You guys are going to walleye, but the rainbow trout are where it's at. They're hard to
I
catch.
don't know how to cook fucking rainbow trout.
But rainbow trout is beautiful, man. A little bit of butter, a little bit of brown pan. Oh,
When did this become a fishing podcast?
It's
no,
not.
it's not a
It's
fishing
not.
podcast.
It's not.
But, I mean,
This is
anytime
a
Coach wants to
me.
come up here, he's got a place to stay.
This is a me giving Gordon a heads up podcast right now. Gordon,
Sounds good.
Aaron.
So Kyle's a delicate butterfly. You have to treat him with he will not talk unless spoken to, kind of a thing.
So I have to be inclusive of him.
You have to Kyle, what do you think? He might not. He might be a little more aggressive with you, but I've pretty much beaten him down to the point where he just doesn't talk. But Chico is definitely going to be the aggressive one of this three-way that you're going to have.
Gordon.
No, Chico's a whole beast that you're gonna have to deal with. He will take over the show. He will definitely take over the show.
I'm gonna let him.
He only gives you content.
No, you cannot let him.
Look,
you cannot do that.
I'm just the
OCX
captain
not allowed
guiding
to
the
have
ship, but someone's got to power the thing, right?
That's true. I mean, yes. Just make sure you throw Kyle in there every once in a while, just to make him feel good.
Of course.
Other than that, you know the show. Fuck. It's a free-for-all, baby. Wow.
And the Gordon rule is not in effect.
Okay. I swear to fucking God, I've had this deja vu moment twice now. Gordon? Have you been on the show where I've said this, where like I've had a deja vu moment?
No, I've not been on when you said it.
This is fucking weird, man, because this is the second time this has happened to me. I
Look, we were
swear.
separated at birth by
I know,
15 years.
This exact conversation has happened like again.
So there's a glitch in the matrix.
Sounds about right.
I'm done.
Simulation
I'm done.
theory.
I can't
It's
do it
true.
anymore.
Take a
Coach,
red
you're
pill.
going to explode if you keep on thinking about this.
Guys, I want to say thank you for coming on tonight. Scott, especially you. You're new.
No problem.
I did get you in the groupies, right?
Yep, I'm on there. I already posted the Discord link.
Sarah, are you in the groupies?
Yeah.
Sarah's always in the
You are, okay.
I just don't comment that much because it's
I
like
know,
200
I know.
messages
It's
a day.
crazy.
I don't
It's
keep up.
crazy. Gordon, you have the option, man. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest place. Okay, the only problem with being in the groupies is your phone rings all the time. There's very
That's why
good,
I
clean
put on Do Not
conversation.
Disturb.
You just mute it, Coach.
You just
makes
mute
it
it.
way.
I know I've muted it.
I muted it immediately. I'm like, this is a group chat I'm going to instantly regret. Oh well.
It's a great chat. It is a great chat.
It's a
not
great
a
chat.
chat or
Come back
anything
with
like
50
that.
posts.
Well, I'm going to start with Chico and Kyle, and we're going to try to figure out maybe what the main topic will be, and then we'll figure out how inclusive we're going to be from there.
Well,
Yeah,
you
and then
guys
you're in the
are
groupies.
gonna fall into some news. I'll tell you that right now. You're gonna fall into some news. It's their natural cycle. It'll be
The
either
natural
this
cycle.
week or next week. So, hey, by the way, I'm missing a Stay on Target shirt.
That's because they don't exist, man. You know what? Oh, seriously, I got one for you. That's 4X. That's what I wore to Worlds when I weighed 285.
It goes up there. I'm not wearing it.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go with
It's
that.
called promotion, baby.
I'll give it to you at a Gen Con, and then you can just throw it up there. Big old
Give
tent.
me your
It'll
shirt.
drown
I'll
out
give
3
you-
other
I'll
shirts.
give you your trophy.
There you go. We'll trade you.
Don't forget to write 2.0 on it.
Did you get your shirt at all?
I haven't seen Don yet. No, we have.
Fuck me.
No, don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
You know what? I'm
Get it
gonna
before
pay.
Gen Con.
No, fuck this. I'm gonna PayPal Don, and I'm gonna like, dude, just fucking someday just drive down there.
I still
This
need an
drives me
OCX shirt.
I may see him this Saturday because I think we're both going to an Imperial Assault tournament in Lexington where he lives, and so I will remind him, hey, bring the shirt. All right.
No, I will fucking remind him.
Okay.
So speaking of which, what the hell am I going to run this weekend? Any ideas?
My
X-Wing?
eating list. My eating list.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Send it to me. Put it in the groupie chat.
No, fuck
Yeah.
that.
I'm definitely
Jerry?
running that at a store champ.
Oh,
Jerry,
no, I'll run it this
Jerry.
weekend. So
Jerry, Boba, Bosk, Asajj.
I still like Sabine.
So, Sarah, should I run 5 X-Wings?
Well, yeah. Is that even a question?
Just making sure.
Like, obviously.
Is there any value in Wes Wedge Biggs rookie?
Ooh.
Depending on the upgrades, yes. I think it could be pretty strong.
Damn,
Gordon,
As
this is
opposed
why
to
you need
5.
to be in the
As
groupies,
opposed to 5.
This is the groupie system.
The pilot abilities make up for it because with just the base X-Wings, 3 attack dice with minimal mods, you're not hitting for much. Wedge and Wes are both going to just put through more damage than that 5th X-Wing would.
You only have points for the pilots, then the standard loadout and everything, right? Integrated and servo and flight assist. There's and then adaptability, in fact, and VI on one of them. So you go 10-10.
Can you fit R3A2 on Wes?
Maybe. You're losing 1 point somewhere. I don't know.
Sarah.
Gordon, again, groupies.
Instead of VI on something, if you can get R3A2 on Wes, that could actually be pretty good. Because then you have R3A2 plus his pilot ability plus Wedge on top of that. And then Biggs is going to just sit there and get shot at.
Yeah. Because that was my big concern. It was like let Biggs. One, it's cool bringing Biggs back. Two, he does his job right. That initial joust.
Well, yeah. Well, and the thing is, if I sit down against the Biggs list, guess who I'm just gonna shoot first? Biggs.
You have to.
Like
because
his
that's the turn
ability
on the
did
burner.
not change after the text changed because now you still just shoot at him first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He's still Biggs. Yeah.
Sarah, you're an evil demon.
So yeah, so take a look at that. I was really mulling over the 4 versus 5. I couldn't decide.
Again, guys, groupie chat. Come on, Gordon, you got to join us.
Oh my
But
God,
no, so like I said, fly
Oh
my
no,
Eden.
you joined by not choice. You're in there right now.
I've been
Yeah.
in cancer chat. I'm not going back.
This isn't cancer
It's
chat.
not a cancer chat. It's mostly
thing.
stupid shit. Sometimes they get a little political.
We're not melting my phone. You pull your own chatty. Own
Just
toxic
mute
chat.
it.
Forget
Just
it.
mute
Mute
it.
Mute it. Mute it.
Mute it.
If you don't mute it, your
Mute it.
phone is dead in half an hour.
Oh yeah, so here, look into groupies. So this is an example on tabletop of how effective Eden's red cargo can be. Like, this is why I love this list so damn much. When everything gets stressed. Like,
That's pretty good.
Oh God.
you should fly it.
No. I'm definitely gonna fly it. Like as long as you got it in the groupie chat, I'll find it. I'll put it on the table, and because I'm
yeah.
like completely lost about what I'm gonna fly, and I always love the jank.
Oh, it's
Like,
a,
the
like
jank
it's a
is all about
solid
it.
jank. The only downside is harpoons and high agility. Like, specifically defenders.
Yeah, I won my first
So-
store championships with the Harrigator. I mean, like I'm totally about the jank.
I mean, to be fair, like high agility and harpoons aren't like superbly powerful or popular right now.
Oh
So I
yeah,
think you're
no.
fine.
Oh yeah, typically it's like I need to control like when to engage this list
Yeah.
because there's one time when I was flying against triple defenders and I was able to make it so they could only shoot Ezra and he was very stressed. And then Nora came in to slam one of them. Like that's when this list succeeds is range control and then Eden blocking everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like it a
it's-
lot looking at it.
Come on, nobody knows what to do with that.
So originally it actually just had casting crew, but then if I don't know if you guys know this guy by name, but Sam Talley, one of our Atlanta Hawk guys, was like, Scott, you just use Ray Crew. You know where these people are going. You don't need casting to confirm that. And since then the list has been so effective. So love it.
Yeah, no,
All
definitely.
right,
gonna
boys and girls, cutting this off.
Oh
get
no.
Thank Coach.
All right, coach. See you
I'm
next
going
time.
to bed. Or am I going to bed? I have another drink, another cigar,
And then sleeping.
and then I'm gonna go to sleep. But hey, super happy having all you guys on. Scott, thank you.
Yep.
For having the balls to be on. First of all, I know some people are nervous, but you were definitely not. So
No. Well, I was on Gold Squadron as well, so I'm like, I'm just talkative.
Well, you know, Squadron's kind of a pussy ass fucking podcast. So
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You ain't wrong at all. What do you mean we can't say swears?
Yeah, exactly.
The opinions of OCX Radio are not necessarily that of its co-sponsor, Stay on Target.
That's
You made a choice.
Too late.
They made a choice. So, good night, everyone.
night,
We
Coach.
will see you all in the future. So,
Yep.
Thank Coach.
Night.
Gen
Good
Con.
Gen Con, baby.
Take some out.
Wish I could go.
Everyone have a good night.
You too.
Goodbye.